It's that time of the week once again. Welcome to the Departure Lounge podcast with your host, Tom Whittle, your ticket to the home of aviation podcasts and the home of the awesome game show Quiznos Jet. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me diamonds out of style.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Battle of the Liveries. Yes. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen, to your first Battle of the Liveries of 2024 here on the Departure Lounge YouTube channel. And I hope that you are well. Just want to kick off very quickly. It has been brought to my attention because I've been refreshing YouTube for a long time. Let me see if I can do this. 2 seconds. Adaptive brightness can go away. Here we go. Can you see that? Hold on. We did it. Oh, hang on. Wait. Do it. There we go. We did it. We've hit 3,000 subs, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to those that have contributed to make that happen. I am forever in your debt. And I appreciate it immensely. So thank you very much. We are here. I'll do more about that towards the end. So we're just, yeah. But yeah, 3K. There you go. We're all good. Right. So thank you very much. We're here to do Battle of the Liveries. So without further ado, what we're going to do first is we're going to get the champion on and do it differently and go from there. So here is your champion. Coming onto your screens right now is Lewis. Lewis, welcome to the first Battle of the Liveries for 2024. How are you?
All good. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Well
very
deserved.
much. I'm not one for goals, but it was quite nice to see that hit
Nice,
literally during
yeah.
the intro. So I was like, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah, all good. Thank you. Yeah.
Good stuff. How's your weekend been?
Okay. Bit cold on yesterday. Still took ages to get warmth. Really was shivering.
Still frosting.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows the answer would be so cold, eh? But, yeah, all good. Got myself warmed up. That was the main thing.
No, good stuff. Obviously, streaming yesterday. Obviously, for those that may have missed it, how was it? Apart from obviously the fact that it was cold.
Good. Few little gems. I wouldn't say it was packed full of I'm not saying it well here, am I? But no, it was packed full of little gems, but not so many sort of. It was all right. I'm not saying it, am I? No, it was more Ryanair. If you're a Ryanair fan, come on down because there was certainly loads of them. But we got nicer in the day. It was very very overcast at the beginning, and then it got really nice at the end. Thankfully, the sun came out, but it didn't warm me up, so that was a bit annoying. But other than that, all good.
Good
all
stuff.
Done.
Yeah, good stuff. So, third time that you've been on Battle of the Liveries.
Yes.
How difficult was it to pick 10 liveries. See, we were speaking off camera about the more you're on, the difficult it is to actually maybe come
Yeah, I
up
never
with
thought about it until I'm doing it now, and there's a lot of thinking. I did that one the other day, or the other time. I thought I can't do it again. That'd be a bit boring, so I'll something different. These are a mix of my liked and the ones which I think might be popular to the voters. So who knows? Maybe I'll get a break, but we'll see.
We will see. And how do you feel about your choices going up against your opponent's choices?
Well, we were just saying this in the other room, weren't we? And very interesting because I think there's going to be some interesting, strong contenders. I know some of mine are quite strong, but speaking to Ken, I think he's chose some good ones as well. I don't know what he's chosen, but he's signalled what style it is. So I'm thinking, actually, these could be quite popular if they are. So we'll see.
It's going to be very good. It's going to be very, very good. I'm looking forward to it. Some of the battles are going to be fascinating, and I do not envy the chat that have to vote for it tonight. So unlucky. Right. Anyway, we'll bring you back shortly.
Yeah, no problem.
Didn't take long for Max to get timed out or for however long. So no surprises there again. So let's bring on the opponent, and he's not been on for a while. So we're welcoming him back. The camera's not focusing. Don't matter. I'm going to go small in a minute. It is Ken. Welcome back, Ken.
Hello.
Long time no see. How are you?
Yeah, long time no see. I'm fine. How are you? And congratulations on your 3K.
Thank you. I'm not one to set goals or anything, so it's to me, I'm just like I'll let it grow organically. But
you're a bit like Man United then. We don't like scoring goals either.
Yeah, but we're celebrating, so it's. but no, otherwise, all is good. Most importantly, how are you? How's your weekend been, apart from Man United? And tell us what you've been up to.
Yeah, just this and that. Mainly down the pub, to be honest. Obviously.
When you watch Man United, I'm not surprised. But there you go. How do you feel about your choices? That you've sent me some fabulous choices, so I'm looking forward to put them up against what Lewis has put. But how do you feel about your choices tonight?
I think they can do all right.
Okay.
Obviously, I don't know what Lewis has, but yeah.
That's the beauty of it. No one knows what anyone's picked. No one knows what's going up against.
Well, I've got one. If it doesn't win, we're going to have trouble. That has to win.
I actually think I know which one you're on about as well.
I think you do, yeah.
So we'll see. Good stuff. Right. So let's bring Lewis back in as well. Fantastic. Right. So if you're new around here and not sure what is going on, we do a thing called Battle of the Liveries. So Ken's picked 10 liveries, Lewis has picked 10 liveries, and they are in order of which they are to be shown on the screen. Ken doesn't know what Lewis has picked. Lewis doesn't know what Ken's picked. So that's the beauty of it. They will have time to explain why they picked the livery, why you should pick it. And then it's down to you lot in the chat to vote for who wins that particular round. And like I said, I don't envy anyone this evening that has to do the voting because it will be very tricky. Otherwise, we are good. We are going to also bring back a segment for the first time this year as well. Towards the end, it is, of course, Jack's segment. We'll do that at the end. I'm not going to give too much away because Ken's not seen it. So I'm not going to give too much away until he sees it. But otherwise, we are good to go. So very quickly, going to run through a few names. If I miss out your name, I apologize. But we're going to try and get through as quickly as we can. So Brandon, hello to you. Darren Smith, Rob Brown, Lee Class, Dogwood, Jim, Michael Painter, Carl Crawford, Donna O'Brien, Welshie Kev, Gail, Sarah Pass, Darren Graham, Faring Travels, Wayne Hartshawn, Jack is there as well. Hello. David Bone. Hello. Life. I assume that means with. So we'll go life with Molly. Hello to you. Bernice Thompson. Rob Brown. If I've duplicated names as well, apologies. There's so many names. Southwest Av Geek. Hello. Max was here and now you're gone.
Nothing changes then.
Nothing's changed. This is the conversation we're going to have off screen. Nothing's changed. Carl Crawford's here as well. Brandon, hello, and many others that may be watching. Hello. Get your comments in throughout the evening, and especially the opinions. Terry the artist as well, saying hello to you as well, and Alfet as well coming in there is as well. But yeah, so anyone that has any opinions on the liveries tonight, get them in the chat or get them shown on screen as we go. So without further ado, let's kick things off with the first of the choices, and it is a battle of the same plane, different liveries. So first up is going to be Lewis.
Yeah.
Bloody thing. There we go. Right. So Lewis has picked FedEx.
I have.
Go for it.
Reason I picked it, I've always loved it. Loved it. Well, I loved seeing it once when it came into Stansted. Unfortunately, those days are long gone. And funny enough, I got a little bit excited when I was driving up to Stansted yesterday because I saw West Tail and thought, oh, God, it's quite big. I wonder if it's the actual, what I think it is. And it turned out, no, it wasn't. Yeah, so this is why I thought I'd put it into my list because I do like the FedEx MD-11. It is a beautiful plane. The noise it makes is just out of this world. It's a simple livery, I'll grant you that. If anyone's not a massive fan of it, but I think it goes really well for the MD-11. And it's everyone knows this livery. If you're a plane spar, it's quite a popular one. Everyone gets excited when they see an MD-11 turn into an airport. And
just very quickly, I may have missed Lynn, who's obviously one of our mods. Apologies. That's not the first time I've done that either. I blame quick scrolling, but sorry. Hello to you. Hope you're well. I'm such a bad person. I really am. So yeah, nice strong choice to kick things off. Ken, what are your thoughts on this one?
Great plane. Livery's a bit boring, to be fair.
Oof.
Well, it is, isn't it? Really. The only thing is you've got that little arrow on between the E and an X, which is quite clever. I'll give you that bit. If anybody doesn't even know it, but yeah, if you look between the E and the X, you'll see a little arrow pointing forward.
Yeah, it's one of those liveries that it almost sort of it looks right on certain planes. I think the MD-11 looks pretty good. I think the 777 looks decent. The A300 looks good. There's one or two that may not look pretty good on, but it's definitely a strong start, and it's a strong start for a lot of people in the chat who are saying, "Where is it? Where 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 is it?" Mike B says a timeless livery. Then I'm
glad they haven't changed it as well because this has been on for ages, haven't they?
Been around for a long time. Yeah, a long time, this one. Welsh Kev says it does suit the plane very well. Tom Smith, hello to you, says the FedEx scheme is nice, but then again, I am flying the FedEx 777 freighter on my flight sim at the moment.
It's the tail for me. The tail along with the engine with the FedEx logo on the actual third engine or second engine in this case.
Gail says love the colours on the FedEx as well. Lots of people saying justice for Lynn because I missed her out again. Look, I apologise.
Sorry, Lynn, you don't get ignored in that channel.
I was scrolling quick.
Stick with us, Lynn.
I'll have the spanner back then. So, Lewis's choice is a very strong one. However, I firmly believe there is a stronger choice, or maybe just as strong with this one. Here's what Ken's picked.
Oh,
that is a very, very good choice. It's the American Chrome livery on the MD-11, which is just heaven. So tell us why you picked it.
Shiny.
Just shiny.
No, it's classic, isn't it? Just chrome and everything. Obviously, in days before, most of the fuselages had to be white. You know what I mean? It's just, it's just awesome. And you can see on the bottom of it, it's reflecting the runway. And that is polished, properly polished. It's brilliant.
Another timeless livery that is for me, at least for me, very sadly missed.
Yeah,
I would say it's one of the best liveries that I think you could find. And obviously, you can't really do it on planes nowadays because they're all made of plastic and whatever. But
it was quite hard trying to get a decent photo of it because it's so shiny. You've got so many reflections going on. it's really quite hard to get a decent photo of it, and that was probably the best one I could find. But you can even see at the bottom there. Obviously, the livery doesn't include the white curbs at the bottom, the crescents at the bottom, because that's the runway reflecting off it. But yeah, stunning livery.
It's gone down well in the chat. This is why I think this is going to be really fascinating. Wayne says, very nice. This is a hard choice. Rob Brown's already picked his winner. He says, sorry, Lewis, American wins this one. Everyone else was looking for the spoon and the arrow in the FedEx livery. If you spotted it, well done. In the titles, I'll show that in a minute. But well done. Lynn saying hard decision as well. What else we got? Rosalind Marshall says, great choice, Ken.
Hey, Ros.
Oh, this is yeah, okay. I can see lots of people. Yeah, all right, cool. Okay, so a reminder of your choices for round one. You have got Lewis with the arrow and spoon. Can you see the arrow and spoon?
Where's the spoon? I can't see the spoon.
The E.
I know about the arrow. I didn't know about the spoon.
Look at the E. The white bit.
Oh, the bottom of the E on the
bottom of the E. That's the spoon.
Okay, yeah.
Ah, right. Oh, I see. Because of that sense. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a spoon shape there until I saw it in the chat. And I think Jim said it. He said, spot the arrow and the spoon. I was like, well, I know where the arrow is. I couldn't work out where the spoon was until I saw it. But Lewis with the FedEx MD-11 and Ken with the American MD-11 with one of my favourite South African Airways liveries in the background there too, poking out there.
This would have been interesting because actually, out of the two, it was the American and the FedEx. I nearly went for the silver American.
We've not had a.
I agree, Ken. It's a fabulous one. I think you've won that round. Honestly, I do because it is beautiful.
All right, here we go then. So in the poll, we'll give it a couple minutes.
Smells, isn't it?
It
And
would be interesting if I chose it.
All right, polls in the chat. Get voting. We'll leave that running for a little bit while we go through some more of the comments. If you've got any questions as well throughout the evening, let's chuck them in the chat as well. We'll do it while we wait for chat for the chat to do the polls. Gemma Rowe also knew about the arrow, just not the spoon. It's going to stick with you for forever now. Every time you see FedEx now, you just be spoon. Kev says, if Lewis promises not to sing, I will vote for his.
I promise to do that, and no, I haven't got my fingers crossed on the.
Dom says, I'm not voting. You forgot me completely. That wasn't unintentional. Kidding, of course.
Dom keeps saying there's another video coming out. That's why.
Yeah. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all. Southwest Nav Geek says, can I ask Lewis something? If you put it in the chat, go for it.
Go for it, yeah.
Yeah. Jack's asking you a question, Ken. He says, this is a question for Ken. Any magazines for this year? Keep up the fantastic work.
No. Unfortunately, Jack, the mag's finished due to lack of interest, really, I guess. One of those things we tried, didn't work, move on.
There you go. Dom says, next video is a basing video, and I shouted you out as well. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I like David Bones' comment there.
This one he's just put in.
Yeah.
Guess we should all vote for FedEx for fork's sake. Southwest Av Geeks asking you, Lewis, if I book a flight for around Easter time for Gatwick, could you stream me taking off or landing?
Potentially, if I can, if it's the day I'm not working, yeah, definitely. Let me know.
And it's not raining, it's not muddy.
Yeah, not a day I'm going to slip over and get myself caught again in barbed wire. Yeah, yeah, we will be going back near that time. So yeah, let me know when you are, and we'll try and make arrangements.
Good stuff. One last one before we end the poll. Alfred says, message for Lewis. Tell him that in his next stream to sing on the top of his lungs.
Well, next stream's going to be Heathrow, so that might be a bit, Well, because it's loud there, but we'll see.
Song
I
suggestions,
might get
please.
chucked out of a location I'm at.
Yeah, song suggestions, please. Lewis will do it. Karaoke session on stream. There you go.
No, my sales might nosedive. I don't want to do that.
Dom says, "Sing Old Shep." It's just got
Oh,
a
shit.
it's got a massive fascination with Old Shep. I've told him if he donates 50 quid, we'll play it on stream. First one is over and done with, and I think unsurprisingly, Ken takes the first round.
Yeah.
71% of the votes.
Well, that should be fair. I accept that. I'll take that easily. At least I got a vote. Someone liked it.
Good job, everyone that voted. Well done, well done, well done. So Ken goes 1-0 up in this one, and we are going to go into round 2, which could be quite interesting as well, but we'll see. We'll see. So, Lewis, round 2, you have gone for Cobalt.
Not many will know this because it didn't last that long, but so this was a private company set up almost a year after Cyprus Airways collapsed, basically. And it was a investment project with, I can't remember who exactly, but the livery it came out with was really nice, and it used the Cobalt Sea colours, and it's a beautiful, beautiful shade of blue. And I think that what gets me for me with this plane is the tail. The tail is really nice. It's not too busy, should we say? But it's just got little notes of I quite like it. So, yeah, sadly, it didn't last that long. They got a little bit. Well, they rushed their plans a little bit too much for them. So, and they just ran out of money. And I think they lasted for 3 years. I think it was. And they are no more. But they had some really nice. Even though this was their only main livery, I really liked the looks of them. So, yeah, it's a shame I never got to be on one and never got a photo of one myself.
The only time I saw one was actually in Manchester, so nowhere near London.
They went
it was A319, I think it was.
They went to. So I saw this in Zurich, and I missed. Do you know, I tell a lie? I think I have got a photo of this actually. It's a great one because I nearly missed it. But yeah, I have to have a look at the SD cards and the cameras. But yeah, I caught it in Zurich once. I think it has been to London once, but not. It was just a charter flight. But yeah.
Yeah. So it's a good choice. Good choice. It's gone down well in the chat. Ken, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? Again, a little bit too white, but obviously that's aeroplane. So I like the tail design. That's quite
different. Yeah. It's different. It's not just your standard.
It does stand out, doesn't it?
Definitely. Yeah, it's not your standard as they are nowadays. They looking like a Qantas ripoff sort of thing.
Yeah. It's pretty decent.
But yeah, like that. Yeah, like that a lot. And the chat does too. Where can I go for this one?
Quite like the belly of these as well because they actually wrote Cobalt Aero.
Yeah.
Which was the website.
You can just about see it between the two engines. You can just about see it.
So you could see this in the air as well, which is really nice.
Let's have a look and see what the chat says very quickly before we reveal Ken's choice. Gail says fab tail on that one. Lynn is a big fan of it as well. She says, I like this. Darren Smith, on the other hand, says Euro white scheme boring. He's a hard man to please, Darren.
Darren's living in a mountain of snow at the moment.
You think he'd be used to white at the moment?
Yeah.
Thought this would have done him some favours. Loving the tail colour, says Carl. Michael Painter says nice livery and looked even better in the sun. Got to agree.
Yeah.
Gemma says I got a photo of 5 Bravo Delta.
Yes, they went to Manchester.
Charlie uniform. I completely forgotten from Manchester in 2018.
Yeah. They were hoping to buy an A330, but that's when their plans they were too big. Well, their ideas went too big for what they could actually financially do, and they just ran out of financial backing. Because it was a shame. Because I think they would have flown to. Their plan was to fly to Heathrow with the A330, similar to how Cyprus Airways did, to Larnaca as well. So that would be really nice. But Anyway,
Southwest Nav Geek likes the blue as well. I think if the blue's gone down
it's
quite
a
well.
nice shade of blue. They used
is.
cypress blue. Yeah, I remember reading the article when they designed this, and it was really nice what they mentioned about it.
Interesting. Okay, so going up against Cobalt is Ken's next choice, which, not to swing it in anyone's favor, but it is one of my favorites.
Yeah, you keep swinging it.
Not while the picture's up, they won't know what I'm on about. It is the Air Canada livery on the 747-400, which did not last very long in the fleet, the 747s. They lasted for a good, well, tell a lie, maybe they lasted a while. About 15 years or so, I think. Might be wrong. Someone will correct me, but I'm just going off of pure guess. But it's my favourite before the Raccoon livery, obviously. My favourite type of Air Canada livery. Ken, why'd you pick it?
I love the bold maple leaf on the tail, and I like the fact that the massive lettering down the body side of the aircraft. It's just, yeah, you know who you're flying with, don't you?
It is essentially.
It really makes a statement.
It is essentially today's livery, just with a bit of colour on the belly.
Yes,
or without the colour on the belly, rather, if you're going to go backwards. But
yeah.
It's it's lovely. It's a really I've always liked it. I thought it looked really good on their A330s. Really good on their A330s.
But to me, that does actually say Canada. I don't know why, but probably because of the white, because it's very snowy in Canada, like Oslo.
It's just a nice shade. Yeah, it's just a nice shade. Yeah. What's really strange about this as well is, like, I got a model from for those that know the company, of Worcester models. Not very good nowadays, but back then they were like dog's bollocks. But it was a Air Canada 767-200, and the tail, which looks like it's like a black tail, but the model itself was like a really dark green. So it threw me off completely, thinking I don't know if I don't know who I'm being lied to by, whether it's actually Air Canada themselves with the planes or whether it's the model itself. But the colours were like a really dark green, and I couldn't work out for life of me which one it was supposed to be. So it's a strange one, but I do like this a lot. I do like it a lot. It's one of my favorites ever. But it's a lovely livery. Lots of people loving it. The fact it's 747. I was close. Darren Smith always coming up with the knowledge. He says 14 years the 747-400 served with Air Canada. So I was wrong. It was quite a while. But doesn't feel like it. Don't feel like it.
I like David Bones' comment, if you can pull that up.
Not a fan, lacking in arrows and no bloody forks anywhere to be seen. They've missed a trick there. You can always trust David to come up with something.
If you look at the R,
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm sure you can make a spoon out of the D there, but that's a topic for another day. Right. So your choice is once again. Let me get the poll ready, so at least we are ready to go for it for round 2, which could be quite interesting. Let's go and put that actually in round 2. So we're going to go for.
Yeah, there is a leaf on this, so don't. Yeah. Well done, Darren. Thank you. Yeah.
That must be what gives it away for being Canadian. And Lewis with Cobalt. Right, round 2. Going into the chat. Here we go. No, don't add another option. How do I get rid of it? Oh, no. Oh, hang on. There we go. Right, here we go. Round 2 in the chat. Right now, get voting for who you want to win round 2. Any questions, of course, in between, get them into the chat. We'll ask them to Lewis, Ken, or I'll answer them myself. David says, hashtag rate my spoon. Lewis's choice again, Cobalt on that one as well. Completely forgot to show that one off again. But Cobalt, very nice indeed. Only ever seen them a handful of times.
Yeah, very rare. Well, rare now.
Yeah. It's a shame. It didn't work out for them.
Yeah. Another Cypriot failure.
Brandon with his dad jokes again. I don't know what he's been having, but stop it. He says, no, that other livery wins for me. It's Bluetiful.
If he guesses my vote, I don't care.
Yeah.
On after that.
Well, Kev's giving him a warning for the dad jokes. So.
Leave him alone, Kev.
Yeah.
I'll start singing.
If you are enjoying the stream so far, make sure you hit the like button as well. Helps the channel out immensely. Alfet coming up with something in the chat says, "Hey Tom, you should play Gartic Phone with Lewis and Ken." So Gartic Phone is a fantastic drawing game.
I keep missing that every time you do it. I've done the Golden one, but I keep missing that one.
Yeah, it's a fantastic drawing game that we seem to really like doing on the channel. And apparently our viewers like to draw not just Jim, but now apparently me looking like an historical figure from World War II that was a nasty piece of work. He was Austrian, just to narrow it down a little bit more. In fact, I might have that drawing. Hold on. Because thankfully I could save them. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here was the said drawing from last night. That was drawn by David.
You did well to get 3,000.
I did really well to get 3,000 after this.
So, you did well as a channel.
Yep, there you go.
Lewis, we spent all that time at airports in the freezing cold, and he's doing drawings and getting.
I know.
It's the future. It's the future.
It's the future.
Lots of Gartic Phone and being drawn like historical figures. I think we're all good. Wayne says, not this again. Or Tom in his new part full-time role. They like to think I'm part-time because I finished early at work and stuff like that. Is that Tom or Dom? Have I got that completely wrong then? I have got it wrong. It's not me, is it? It's not. It's Dom. So Dom looks like a historical. Sorry, for some reason I don't know why I thought that was. So yeah, so Dom is apparently a historical figure. So too is Jack. Also wearing blue lipstick at the same time because 2024.
Right, it should have been raised more.
It's more of a, I don't want to invade now. Don't make me invade some more. Yes. So did well to get 3,000.
Yeah.
I didn't realise this was going to be the end of a channel show.
Oh dear.
The last time I was on, to be fair, but anyway.
Yeah, there's lots of things. Lots of people were drawing all sorts of things. David came up with apparently my liking for going dogging at the end of my short day at work. So, I mean, that's not true, but
you learn a lot about the type of chat that we've got lately, haven't you?
It's incredible, isn't it? It's incredible.
Yeah, a bit worried.
Especially what goes through people's minds as well.
Well.
I mean, if you're imagining me dogging at the end of my shift at work, I mean, there's something seriously wrong with you. But yeah, good stuff. Right, let's have a look and see the poll then. And Lewis brings it back. 1-1. Cobalt wins it.
Hey.
With 50. I'll tell you what, it was close. 51 to 49%.
Oh,
very, very close. Yeah, very close. Good. So 1-1 as we go into round 3, which again I think could be quite an interesting one. But we'll go for Lewis first, who goes for the Breeze A220. Now we know why you've picked the A220 because you're a huge fan, just like myself.
Yep.
But the Breeze livery itself, what made you pick it?
Well, it's one of a few A220 liveries has gone basically full airplane. They've covered it completely, and it's nice to see because most of the A220s are quite subtle and the normal white with a little bit of colour, whereas this is just we've gone for we're in it for the long journey. Let's paint the whole thing. I like it. It's a nice blue. I didn't realise until you see on that picture there how close it is to blue sky, actually, which is quite interesting because I didn't think a lot of them, a lot of authorities like airlines to do that due to the fact of visibility. But no, that's I like it a lot. It's a shame it doesn't come here. or even though I believe the A220 can do
They're
the
looking into
distance.
it.
Yeah,
They're looking into it.
it. So maybe Breeze might be, because you never know.
Mm.
But yeah, really nice. It seems a quirky airline, this airline as well, Breeze. I've not known much about it, but the things I've looked into, it looks quite interesting. So
Can confirm. Yeah, I can confirm it's quirky because my cousin who lives in New York flew out of White Plains on one of these and said he's never experienced an airline like it in a positive way. And has encouraged that if I do go to New York this year with him, to go see him at least, he wants to take me on one, and we'll happily book a ticket to go and
becoming a
fly
very
on Breeze.
popular airline, actually. I don't know how long they've been going. I've been going that far, long, have they really?
Not
But
long at all. No, it's about
yeah.
4 or 5 years. Although
Yeah.
somebody will say
someone said to me, and I think they're like the new JetBlue.
that's a big call. That is.
That's how someone told me once who was American. That's how the Americans sort of say it's like the new JetBlue sort of style.
It could be. I mean, Darren Smith coming up, and I was just about to say it as well. The CEO is the guy who started JetBlue.
Oh, well, there you go. That's probably why.
So that'll be why that got mentioned.
Didn't know that.
Alfet, let's have a look. Let's have a chat. Have a laugh, enjoy. Oh, okay. No, I thought he was leaving us, but apparently not. But he says everyone in the chat, including Tom, Ken, and Lewis, having a chat and a laugh, enjoying a Sunday night, while I have to pack for school the next day and get ready for it. Not fair.
How much are you going to go pack for school?
Yeah. How long does it take?
School's a bit different, obviously, nowadays. Then.
Ken, your thoughts on the Breeze livery?
I like that. Damn you, Lewis.
There's a reason I'm here for third time here, Ken.
It's very good.
The only thing I don't like is that white tick on the back.
Yeah, I agree. That should have been a little bit smaller for me.
Or maybe in another shade of blue. I don't know.
Maybe. I think it'd be a bit too much blue, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, I actually like. I didn't realise how close this was to the sky blue. It won't like if it's a clear sky. I've only seen this on sort of the ground, so to see it like in the air, like this, it looks actually really close to the sky, and I like it. I even like it even more, but it's very blue. But I don't mind at all with planes. As you can probably tell, I like blue planes.
I'd never have guessed.
Yeah, I know.
I think we need more red planes.
Yeah.
So a very good choice for Lewis with Breeze, and we go on to another one from Ken. Ken's got a theme for this evening.
There's a reason,
and it's a very good thing. It's a very good thing. And here comes his round 3 pick.
Ooh.
God, I miss these. I used to see these all the time, and I loved it. And I had models of it and everything. And boy, these were fantastic to watch. And then they went and got the A320s and 21s and stuff, and it just became very, very boring. Aer Lingus and their now former livery on the 737-400, which I think looks incredible. But Ken, why'd you pick it?
It's just classic Aer Lingus, isn't it? It's like it says island. End of. You know what I mean? You know, it's yeah. You just know it. Obviously, got the clover on the thing, the clue on the tail, and the name, obviously. But it's just a green. I don't know. It's just one of those liveries. When you see it, you think, yeah, the Irish are in. It's all good. Just love it. The only thing I don't quite like, actually, I will say, it's the lighter green over the windows. I think they should have just carried the darker green over the windows. Didn't need to do that bit, but apart from that, I think it's great.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've always been a huge fan of it as well, because I quite like the lighter green, and also what I didn't realize until I was a little bit older, when you could actually see like close-up pictures and stuff like that, is they got the blue line as well that goes right underneath the light green.
Yes, yeah.
Which was a little bit like, it's a bit out there sort of thing, but I think it works quite well. And yeah, I mean, God, any aircraft it fits, which was like A330s and stuff, beautiful. 737s, fantastic. I'm trying to think of what else they had now as well. 757s for a time as well. Yeah, looked fantastic as well. So yeah, it's a classic, and I know a lot of people from Ireland who are plane spotters and stuff like that. It's one that they dearly miss, but they are making the most of while they still have some A320s in the Aer Lingus fleet that still wear them, wear the livery. So yeah, it's a great livery. It's a great livery. It is. Lewis, over to you.
Yeah, it's nice. I like that. Really do. It's it reeks of Irish, doesn't it? It really does.
Exactly.
You couldn't get more Irish than that. Could you?
Just needs a
Smells
can
of Guinness.
I was just going to say, you just need a Guinness symbol to be on the side to say
Yeah.
put it up. But
And underneath it should say sponsored by Guinness or
yeah,
something.
Yeah.
no, that would be Ryanair.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
But no, maybe you need a rainbow with a pot of gold at the end of it. Maybe I don't know. But
Not the leprechaun stuff again.
me lucky charms. That's all right. But
Lucky Charms.
I do like this. I'm glad we still have this sort of in the A320s, but they're moving over to the newer livery. And I have to tell you, it's taken me a long time to get used to the new livery. I much prefer this style that Aer Lingus have, because that's what I remember as a kid, and I prefer things, life as a kid, really. But yeah, it just reminds me of that, and it is beautiful. It is nice. So. And it suits the 737 as well, actually. The 737-400, I like that, especially with the pointy nose.
Yeah, I do like this. Used to do all the time when I lived under the flight path at Heathrow, and yeah, kind of wish I didn't get rid of them so soon. But there you go. Right, so quick run through of the choices once again: Breeze and A220 from Lewis, and Ken with the Aer Lingus 737-400. Also looked very good on their 500s. So, poll is ready. Round 3. Who's going to take the lead here? Over to you in the chat. Get some views from those as well while we are waiting. Alfet says that's why they say old is gold. Brandon come up with some more dad jokes. Who's going to get a timeout in a minute? Says, can you guys leave the logo alone? I'll leave that to Kev. Darren Smith says this livery before. The livery before was much better. This watered down. So I think the earlier, early 90s livery, where it was a little bit darker, I think he's saying it was a lot better than the one that Ken picked. But then Darren then also goes on to say about whether where was it? There you go. This looked okay on the MD-11 for a short time when they had a lease of MD-11s from World Airways, I believe, and TriStars. Bloody hell, I forgot all about TriStars. They've had them all, the goddamn fucking bastards. Lots of people picking their winners as well. Kev says you said so. He did it. He actually timed Brandon out. I can't play any sound effects either because we're not on the right side.
Only way they'll learn.
Oh dear, it won't stop him. It won't stop him.
How long do you get timed out for?
As long as Kev's put him on for, I have no idea.
It depends who you get. If Jim's doing it, you might be the whole day.
I get timed out for 18
Jim's on special ops when he's with us. He looks after one person.
All right, yeah.
That's why his job's very easy. 60 seconds he's put him on timeout for, which is fine. It's all good. 60 seconds is all right. Just a little, we didn't time out for very long, but we saved that for someone else. Kev says 24 hours is so tempting because you can time somebody out for 24 hours. Oh dear, never mind. Right, let's have a look at the poll then. Let's see who wins this one. And I'll tell you what, it was close. Close again. Ken takes it. 53% to 47%.
Oh, that was close. Wow.
Close again, yeah. Very, very close.
Wow.
Goodness me. So Ken goes 2-1 up.
God, this is tense stuff, isn't it?
It's good.
It's
Very, very good.
I haven't thought of it. I've got to start thinking about it. Well, maybe I'm not saying it yet.
Just going to point this one out from Rob Brown. He says, Dublin is expensive, but Tom will know this after parking a BAE 146 in the long stay car park. Yes, that happened yesterday. We ran out. We had 2 engines cut out as well. It all went horribly wrong yesterday, and I ended up in a housing estate just outside of 28 right at Dublin Airport. So thank you. And Darren Smith asking Ken, what beer have you got?
Doombar.
Doombar.
Ooh.
That's
Get
from
on,
North Shores,
Doombar.
isn't it?
Yeah. Down here in Cornwall.
Cornwall. Yep, rock.
Good stuff. Right, so Ken goes 2-1 up as we move on to round 4, and this too is going to be quite an interesting one. So over to Lewis with his pick, going for the inner child and everybody with the Haribo livery on the Dutch TUI 737. Sorry, not Dutch, German. Sorry, German TUI 737. Why'd you pick it?
Yeah, I picked it because I felt like poking the chat because I wondered if this is going to be a not a nice one for the chat. I didn't think I'd like it, but I like it. It's Bold by TUI. It's an advert, obviously, for Haribo. This is one of 2. I think there's a bluer version, if I remember correctly, a dark blue one, but I do like this one. Yeah, it's just a bit of fun. Quite like it. Who doesn't like Haribo?
Very true. Yeah, very true. We'll get on to sweet talk in a minute. And I mean, like the food. Just very quickly, I want to kind of help this along as well. Madeline saying, I'm going to Dublin soon. Any recommendations? Those in the chat, if you've been to Dublin, throw some recommendations in the chat and give her some choices. I quite like this. I've actually got this on the flight sim, and I've been meaning to fly it. Yeah, I've been meaning to fly it, and just literally haven't got to it.
Do you get the choice of both of them?
Sorry?
Do you get the choice of both of them? There's a blue one as well, isn't there?
Possibly. I've only seen the gold one.
Oh, right.
But I'm sure it's on there. I'm sure it's on there.
If I remember correctly, blue one was Super Mix or something like that. Star Mix.
Oh.
And then these ones were the Jelly Baby ones.
Oh, I didn't even know. I thought
Yeah,
this
they
one
had
was
2.
existed.
No, they had 2. Yeah.
Oh, okay. David, obviously in fine form tonight, says absolutely tangfastic.
This is why I chose it.
Absolutely.
It's got a good reaction. I quite like it. It's actually a better reaction than I thought. I thought I was going to get the whole I hate it, it's too childish and all that. But actually, I'm quietly positive until Ken releases what he's got, and then I guess
it's a good one. But we'll see what the chat think in a minute. But Ken, over to you. What do you make of this one?
I love the gold colour.
Mm.
Really do love the gold colour. I'm not so much sure about the massive advert, but
just take the wording away. It'd be great.
And I must say, I'm not a fan of Haribo. He's probably the only person in the whole country. But there you go.
What?
I know. Sorry.
It's because you haven't mixed it with vodka yet, have you? Okay.
You've not had Haribo and alcohol. If you've not had Haribo and alcohol, you haven't lived.
Exactly. Wasn't that all Christmas?
God, yeah.
But no, I do think that gold livery is actually stunning. Just maybe, like I say, the advert bit. Well, no, but yeah. But anyway, the bear's happy on the back there. He
certainly is. Yes,
he's in a free ride.
He certainly is. So that is going to go up against another retro, and it's quite a good one as well. So both equally as good. This is Ken's choice.
Ooh.
I mean, if that doesn't scream classic Heathrow, by the way, with the DC-10 landing in the background, I don't know what does.
I'm waiting for the BBC series to start there, just in the background. You know.
Don't it? It's taking me back.
It just reminds me of airport there.
Yeah. The old BMI hangar in the background as well. South African 747. Oh, what a time to be alive that was. But Air Mauritius and their A340. Ken, why'd you pick it?
Just absolute classic. As it was, do you know what I mean? Like, not over the top, not full of sweets.
Not that you know of.
Well, you know that. It's just, again, obviously it's a lot of this sort of stuff, especially retro stuff, you're going back to the days when you first get involved in things, and that becomes kind of imprinted in your mind. And that M. Rich's just simple but stylish. It's just great.
It's an oldie. It's an oldie but a goldie at the same time. It's they kept it very simple over the years. It used to have different font before they put this one out, and then obviously before they completely changed it as well to what they sort of have now. But it's subtle changes, and I think this one has worked out quite well. And as chat know, and about myself, and there are people in the chat that are also the same. Love a good cheat line. And you don't get many of them now, which is a shame.
That is true. That is very true.
Lewis, your thoughts?
It is nice. I do like Emeritius. Don't see it that often either, so it's really nice. Yeah, and I quite like cheat lines as well. And also A340. You can't not love an A340. I'm trying to work out if right behind that has a 747 or if that's an A340. I think that's another A340.
I think it's
747.
It's 747.
It's 747. Yeah. I'm trying to work out what that is. That a DC-10 in the background?
It is.
I'm trying to work out what the airline is. It's not Dan, is it?
Nope, that'll be the one and only Biman.
Biman,
that's it. That's the one. It's the nose. Yeah.
The one and only. Yeah.
Yeah. No, sorry. Back onto Emeritius. I see. That's a good one. Yeah. Ken's gone serious now.
I'm just looking at my book because I think I might have a B-man in that as well.
Right. Let me get the the poll ready. And Lewis went with Wicked. Cool.
Strange to see that hanger as it is. It's Virgin now.
Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
That's real retro. That is a proper retro picture of Heathrow.
This is north side of the airport, isn't it?
That's 27 right before they double fenced it, where you can actually shoot.
27 left, isn't it? Yeah.
So a reminder, Lewis with the TUI 737 from the German division with the Haribo Gold Bears. And Ken with the Emeritius A340 300.
Can I just answer a question, Tom?
Go ahead.
John Goodhale took all these pictures because he was obviously an aircraft enthusiast.
Mm.
And he was an aircraft enthusiast. That's why he took the photos. But the reason I've got them all is because we've done a book.
Yes. Do you show it off?
Might do. It's come. Well, what's that back to front?
Camera's on
because it's yeah. We can get no idea for it. So it's all good.
On offer on our website, vimedia.co.uk, I believe. Anyway, carry on.
No, that's right. That's right. Plug whatever you like. Lewis
and it's like loads of photos of what you're seeing tonight in there.
That's right. Lewis plugs his streams. Dom posts about his videos. Brandon's following suit if he's not doing dad jokes and getting on timeout because of it. So I mean, we're a wonderful person. People here, and we can. Yeah, we're wonderful people here. We can plug whatever we like. So round 4 of the polls in the chat right now. Who wins it, Ken or Lewis? Alfred says inverted camera problems. That's probably what it is. It's just a reverse camera sign. We can make out what it is.
We're all back to front on this.
You're back to front, yeah.
Yours is. I think mine's off. You can turn it on the settings. It's on the settings.
Turn on the settings, yeah.
Oh, that sounds technical.
Yeah, it's just. So I think if you just go to the settings and then go to video, I think there's an option to mirror camera, and I think if you mirror your camera, it turns it the right way around.
Yeah.
If it's the wrong way around.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I won't bother doing that.
Bit too technical.
It'll end up going wrong.
No, that's right. It'll be upside down like Jack.
It'll be a Jack. It'll be upside down.
Jack went upside down, and now he's got an emoji because of it. If those that are members, if you can just spam the chat with Jack upside down emoji, just so we can show Ken what we're on about, that'd be great. Just watch it happen now. Just watch it just flood. Flood the chat, please, if you're a member. Right, what else we got? Jack confirming his book that he's done. Flight Diaries version 2 confirmed for this year. I can't wait. Young Jack produced a book last year in the...
Oh, did he? Cool.
He did indeed, yeah. It's on Amazon. And he'll be doing the same again this year.
Why is Darren Smith spammed with sheep? Sorry, I've just seen...
Sheep?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, with sheep. Ken, just a quick one. Madeline says, do you need help with that?
This is my daughter.
Go for it. Go for it. And if you can see the emojis, Ken, they are currently being flooded in the chat.
No, all I can see is Jack. It doesn't actually come up.
You have to go on YouTube.
Yeah, if you can see something that's upside down, that's Jack.
Yeah.
Kev says, cough, cough, who produced the book? You did, obviously.
Yeah.
But, we recognise that. Jack don't. Darren Smith says, I don't have that logo. To get the logo and to get the emojis and stuff, you've got to be a member.
Yeah.
Right. David's just put camels. What's going on now?
It's become madness.
What's going on with the camels?
I just put a link to the book. There's 10 quid off at the moment if you want it.
Do you want to send it to me on Facebook? Because I don't think anyone can send links apart from myself.
Oh,
so do you want to send it to me on Facebook and then I'll send it into the chat?
Cool, thank you. Bish bosh bash. We might have to get Madeline down to do this, obviously. Done.
Cool, I've got it. So if you like your retro stuff, as you're seeing right now, let me just see if... Oh, no, hang on. I've copied the wrong link. Hang on. Why does it come up with that?
Oh, God, it wasn't Debbie Does Dallas, was it?
Don't know why it's done that. Does it need all that? I don't know. We'll see. Let's have a look. Just while the poll is still going, I'll just see if I can get that into... Oh, I can. Cool. All right. In the chat now is the link to the book that covers all the retro pictures that you're seeing this evening in Ken's book. Alphabet with a red card emoji. Cool. Right, here we go then. So the poll for round 4 is about to close. And it is Lewis who takes it with the Haribo livery.
Wow, I'm surprised that one. I didn't think that'd be popular.
Admittedly, so I must admit, so am I. I'm a little bit
as a slight joke as well.
But just like Rodrigo Bentancur, 2-2. Right, so.
Again,
sorry, I had to. Sorry.
I shouldn't be that surprised, judging that I know most of the reason from my channel, and we do talk a lot about food. So
food seems to be a massive thing across a lot of aviation channels,
isn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a strange one. We always ask about dinners. I know a few other channels talk about gourmet food and stuff like that, and you do the same with your snack time. So
I do. I don't encourage it either. It's just everyone.
No, it's just people catch on to it like a bad smell.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. Round 5. Here we go. So, again, this could be very interesting. Lewis, over to you first. You have picked.
Yes. Good old Primair 767.
Primair 767. This is a flight sim picture, but from X-Plane. But I figured this will show it off quite nicely. Why'd you pick it?
I really like these, and you don't get to see them on most of the airports that I go to. I think I go to EMA and sometimes Stansted, but not as much. I think I've seen them once in Stansted, and that was a very rare occasion. But I want to go to America and do a proper long sort of show out there one day, and hopefully even do one of the cargo airports. where this features, because I think they look brilliant. They've not been going, I think, since 2017. I think Prime Air started up,
Yeah.
and they've purchased some more 767s, and now they've got some A330s, along with their 737s as well. I think they've got, but yeah, the 767 looks amazing. It's basic, but it just goes. I like it. I also like the grey tail on it, or blackish grey tail.
It's not bad as far as delivery goes. It's not too bad. Ken, what do you think?
So this is how I get my Amazon Prime TV. They fly around in airplanes.
Ken, without this, we wouldn't have next day delivery. So
Well, exactly. Yeah. Actually, to be fair, yeah, it's quite smart, isn't it? Really, quite subtle.
I mean, trust Amazon to obviously own everything that's possible, including an airline. But it makes business sense for them, because at the end of the day, why pay UPS or DHL when they can do it themselves, and they've got money to, and they control the schedule. So, they fly on their terms, and it's. I think was it DHL had the contract, or UPS? I can't remember. One of the big ones, they had the contract before. I think it started off Prime Air as oh gosh, dare I say it? Was it DHL? It was one of
Jesus! Now we're racking the brains.
And then they obviously made their own company. I can't remember who it was now. Or was it? No, it wasn't that.
One for the chat.
Was it?
Yeah,
ASL?
one for the chat. I think
It might be an ASL actually.
I thought it was DHL, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I can't remember, but
I remember seeing an Amazon logo on a DHL plane.
I remember when they started this, they started converting those planes. They bought a lot of them from them. I can't remember. It might have been DHL. I can't remember.
Lots of suggestions coming in. Kev reckons it was DHL. Carl Crawford says it could have been TNT.
Yeah, I'm not. It's bugging me now. I'm going to have a quick look.
Lee also going for Polar or Atlas. To me, it sounds a bit more like Atlas.
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, going back to it, it's a bit. I quite like it. It's simple. It's not too. They could have made this more Amazon sort of branded, which I think would have spoiled it. I'm glad that they've gone for a simple nod to the company and not stuck a load of Amazon, advert or stickers on it. Everyone knows Prime. Everyone knows it's linked to Amazon, and I think it's just a subtle livery which they've done well.
You'll be amazed how stupid the public are in terms of knowing Prime's actually Amazon.
Yeah,
trust me. No, it has got Amazon written underneath at the bottom.
It has. Oh, yes, it has. Never noticed that.
Yeah.
Never noticed that.
Just for the harder thinking.
Mm.
There's a few people like it. One of them streaming at the moment. Right, so moving on from Amazon Prime to probably an airline that, when it was in its prime, probably boasted a fantastic livery.
Ooh.
And it's Air New Zealand and their 747s. One of the only, I think it's about, oh gosh, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. 1, 2, 3, even like one of only 3 or 4 operators of the passenger version with the Rolls-Royce engines.
Okay.
The others being Cathay and British Airways, and I can't think if there's another one on top of that. But Cargo Lux doesn't count for anyone that, because they used to come from. Yeah, Cargo Lux doesn't count because it's not passenger. But either way, 747 Air New Zealand. Ken, why'd you pick it?
This is obviously not the cleanest example of this, as you can see. But what I like about it is, again, a very definitive tail. I just love those 2 little sort of stripy things towards the front. Very subtle. Yeah, I think it just, again, another well thought out classic livery.
South African Airways was the other one as well. Thank you for those in the chat that reminded me of that one. I should know that because I've got a model of it sitting in fucking front of me.
Yeah.
I completely missed it. But yes, I quite like. There's a name for it. There's a name for those swipes at the bottom of the plane. I can't think of it off the top of my head. There's a name for it, and it's not swish. I can't think of what it name. Someone will put it in the chat. But there's a name for it anyway. I always thought this was quite classy. I thought this was quite nice. Nice to kind of see sort of late afternoon Heathrow when they were taking off and stuff like that with a low sun. And yeah, very nice. It's a shame that New Zealand don't come to Heathrow anymore. Very much missed, I think, among the plane spotters and everyone else. But such is life. There you go. But yeah, bit of a classic livery, this one. Lewis, what do you think?
I like it. The only thing for me is I wish they made the top of the two sort of stripes a little bit more sort of bolder, because it kind of looks like there's a sort of mark on there which needs to be cleaned off. That's
Actually, hang on. Yes, sorry, my bad. When I scanned it, I should have got. No, I'm joking. I know what you mean, Lewis.
I think with that one, they should have kept the swipe, like the curve carried on in the background, just sort of slightly sort of grayed out a bit, or just transparent a little bit more. They just carried on, because I think it would look really good with it continuing. But yeah, it's nice. It is a nice aircraft and a nice livery.
It's going to be an interesting one, this one, because you got this one from Ken and obviously Prime, not the drink, and nothing to do with that knobhead Logan Paul either. So this could be interesting. Could be very interesting. So Lewis's choice, Prime Air, and Ken's choice for Air New Zealand. Let's put it into the poll. For round 5 means we're marking the halfway mark.
Just to go through, I had a quick look on Wikipedia about Amazon Air. I didn't know this. I actually thought they are their own company. Apparently, it's a wet airline. It's actually not owned. They actually own it. They take the branding and put it on a load of operators. The reason why we all think it's all different operators, because technically, yes, there is.
It's just so everybody in the chat is right.
There's 7 operators for I never knew this. 7 operators for Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
Never knew that at all, including Atlas, CargoJet, ASL.
Yeah, they're all over the place. You see
They are them. But I'm really surprised at that, because I thought they all bought their own.
So, round 5, the polls in the chat. Which one are you going to pick to vote? It is currently level at a Desmond 2-2. What are you going to pick? Lots of people quite like the Air New Zealand livery. Dan Smith says it's called a franchise with the Amazon Prime thing. Jim says they were just called Waves. I thought they had a special name to them. Obviously not. They're called Waves. So fair enough. David Bone says a classic, but not their best livery for the Air New Zealand. Kev's got a model of the Air New Zealand 747. And yeah, I mean, lots of opinions coming in about Prime as well. So this is going to be close. It's going to be close. Paul Hussey gifting 1 Members Lounge membership, and it went to Michael Painter. So no dancing pilot Emu thingy, because we're not on the right thing to do that. But thank you very much to Paul for gifting that to Michael Painter. So welcome back on board to the Members Lounge. Again, in the polls, very, very close. Very, very close indeed. We're going to end it in the next minute or 2. And see what happens. Right, Alfred's back. Did I miss anything? Only a few rounds, I guess. Rob Brown coming up with the Air New Zealand symbol on the tail is called a kuru, or something like that, linked to the Maori tradition of New Zealand. That I remember. I remember the name for that, the koru, but not the. I generally thought the Waves had a name, but clearly it was just called Waves. So there you go. Shows how much my memory is terrible. Right, round 5. Let's end it. Again, super close. I knew it would be. However, Ken takes it. So 3-2 to Ken. It's very close. 48% for Lewis and 52% for Ken.
To be honest, that was probably the weaker one on my list, so I'm not surprised.
These are close. These are super
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show how well you have picked this evening.
Mm.
And it might be about to get slightly better. We'll see. Fascinating picks anyway, but we'll go for it. So, Lewis, round 6, over to you. You've picked quite an interesting one. Very difficult to get a decent picture of this one as well. So we've gone with this. 4 Seasons on their A321.
Oh,
Neo,
just vote.
obviously.
That is the best one so far. Just vote for that.
Operated by Titan Airways.
It is, and it is a beautiful, beautiful aircraft. And I'm very lucky to say that you say it's quite rare. It's not when you're at Stansted, because most of the time this thing is parked at the back. But yeah, so I've seen it once in action, and everyone was like school kids when we were there, because everyone got super excited, jumping up and down because it's moving and there's lights on it and it's actually flashing, it's working. So yeah, this thing very rare because it is a special lease by the Four Seasons hotel branch or holiday company to Titan Airlines or Titan Airways. And they use this for their ultra exclusive holiday packages, where you can buy this and becomes a charter. And this is actually a Airbus ACJ, A321 ACJ. If you see the pictures inside, it is absolutely stunning. It is basically a private jet. And that is all it is. It's got its own bar. It's a very limited seating as well. I think it's only got about, someone told me it was 60, in the region of 60 seats maximum. And it does very long haul flights as well because of its config. So it's a very nice one. And yeah, I'll be honest, when in a proper sort of environment, this looks quite dark, obviously, in the sim. But when you have it on a beautiful summer's day, it's amazing and it looks so nice. So yeah.
Like I said, very difficult to find a picture.
To be honest, do you know what? I have to dig through my pictures because I think I might have had this actually. I should have had a look for it.
Jim says, "Ooh, a private jet that carries passengers. There's a fucking novelty."
Jim.
Now, not many people will get that, but we had a conversation earlier on stream, and a certain someone decided to say that private planes don't carry passengers. So that's where that's come from. Oh, would you like a guess?
I'm pretty sure it's the reason why Jim's around here as well.
I bet you can get it in one, and that is the reason why Jim's around. Yes, but yes, that's where that comment comes from. But it is stunning. I like the purple. I didn't realize it was purple. I thought it was just a complete complete black. But this, as I say, shows it off quite nicely and available in the Flight Sim 2. So very nice. Ken, you're obviously a big fan of this one, telling people to vote for this one. But
what do you actually? It's got a bar on board.
Imagine it does.
It's fantastic. Oh, yeah, stunning. And apparently it's parked up at Stansted quite a lot behind the Ash pub, which is also good news as well.
That's a good pub as well. That's a very good pub, Ken.
No, I've never been there, honest. Go we go there after every stream. Yeah, no, I don't know what one of mine you picked, but I hope it's an AF one because that is brilliant. That just wins. It's real. Just go to the next one.
I mean, can we do that?
Darren Smith calling bullshit. But I know Wayne's a big fan of this one. He said, I showed it earlier. He said, "NG models, if you're watching, please."
I think
they will. I'm sure they will. I think
the lease is up soon, though. I've read something. It's only got about another year before. I don't think they've chosen to renew it or not. I don't know.
Interesting.
So I don't know how long this is going to carry on for.
David says it's certainly got some strong Cadbury's vibes about it.
That's. I think the sim makes it more Cadbury-ish. I'd have to say it's a lot lighter in real life.
Yeah. I think that just the lighting itself is not helpful on that one, but still very nice nonetheless. Now, to counteract what you have put for round 6, Ken has gone again for obviously retro, something from the book as well. And here we go.
Ooh.
Asiana on the 747, their old livery. Ken, why'd you pick it?
I can't remember.
Still thinking about that bar in the plane.
Yeah,
It's a good selling point.
Yeah.
It's a good selling point.
No, I like the fact that obviously it's not all white. Anything that isn't all white has some interest. Not always done well. I quite like the stripes on the tail for some bizarre reason, even though that the colours really don't kind of blend in with the overall aircraft livery. But I'm guessing there's something to do with the Asiana flag, I guess, or whoever Asiana are operated by. But no, sorry, no, I'm blown away by the last shot. It's just no, just nice livery, but no.
It is different. It's very, very different, and it's I mean, gosh, I completely forgot about this one until I sort of saw it, because obviously they got the current one at the moment, which is sort of just as nice as some of the other liveries that are out there at the moment. So this will be interesting. But we will run it.
He's just put Ronaldo on the pitch. I'm stuffed. Okay.
Ah, dear. Lewis, your thoughts before?
I mean, I'll be honest. To be fair, if this was if I had any other plane on that list, this would have been a very good contender. I like it. It's a little bit too grey for me, but I do like the stripes. It's very retro, stripy sort of tail at the back, and I quite like that. We don't have many of that, and it's a 747, so and also mini stripes on the winglets as well. So gets the point for me on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Darren Smith with some very good information says the stripes of equal width represented equality, peace, and the worship of heaven.
Oh.
Man
Every
of
day's a
knowledge.
school day.
Man of knowledge is Darren. Cool. All right. Yep, no worries. We'll run the poll. I'll take him off the chat. Off the screen very quickly. I can see when he comes back. Ken's going to be right back. But your choices for round 6. Lewis and the Four Seasons. Sounds like a great band name, that does.
Doesn't it, actually? I'll tell you that.
Lewis and the Four Seasons on top of the pops. And no, wrong fucking one. That's my fault. And Ken with the Asiana 747. It's because something was hiding it and I thought we were on it. So you can probably guess that's not next. But the next one I'm looking forward to. This is going to be the next one fascinating. Right, so round 6. Here we go. Polls in the chat. Let's get voting. Alfred says Tom is a man of his words most of the times. I don't know what that means.
Don't know if that's good or bad.
I don't know if that's what I've said, I guess.
Yeah.
Depends what I'm supposed to be a man of my word about. I mean, Jack owes me a tenner, and he's not a man of his word. For mentioning fucking Riat. Right, so yeah, I accidentally showed something that I shouldn't have done, which was one of your picks. So if you start seeing TriStars in the chat,
I just noticed that.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't even notice that until I've just read the chat. I would have actually been none the wiser, to be fair.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, my fault. Darren Graham says, oh no, not that one. This one here. It says Anne Summers colours. I think that's supposed to be the Four Seasons.
Four Seasons, yeah. Yeah, if I don't think Anne Summers had an Asiana style release.
Mm.
It is a nice plane. It is a nice plane.
Alfred says, what I meant was that when Tom says something, you actually mean it. Or do I mean it? Do I absolutely mean it? So when I say someone's shit at the flight sim, I probably mean it. And everything else. Carl's telling Jack to pay up. Each day that passes, he doesn't pay. Basically, Ken, we're going through what we would call a dry January for Jack. Jack went to the Royal International Air Tattoo last year. Didn't stop talking about it for about a month or two afterwards.
More than a month, Tom.
Maybe more than that. Yeah, it felt a lot longer than that anyway. And So we've come up with the idea that he has to go through the entire month of January without talking about it, knowing full well that they're going to start announcing stuff very soon. And he's failed 3 times. So we've told him for each time he fails, he's got to donate a £5. And each day he doesn't pay up, he will have to pay some interest.
Excellent.
And the interest is starting to clog up a little bit more. So, so that's why we do the whole Jack got to pay up sort of thing. If he mentions Riat in any way, shape or form, then yeah.
Haven't they just
You've
released
got to
some
pay.
tickets for that?
Eh?
Haven't they just released some tickets?
They released tickets literally. Gosh, no.
Jack, have they released tickets?
I was going to say, just ask Jack. Jack will tell you.
Ask him if he's got a ticket first. I don't even know if he's going. Don't even know if he's going. Rob Brown says, man of his word until his fingers go over into overdrive on the Just Eat app. I don't have Just Eat. I can't get that here. How many more times have I got to say that? I don't get Just Eat here. We're poor down here. We've only just received the internet.
Yeah.
I can't do anything like Just Eat because no place fucking does it.
I just want to come down to London. It's like a swarm of them.
It's an absolute joy. It's like going back to the future.
I wouldn't call it a joy. You want to run them off sometimes.
Joy for me when I can order what the fuck I want. If I sit there and go, quite fancy McDonald's breakfast this morning, let's see if we can order it. Oh, wait, we can't.
They cause half a congestion down here in London now. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
They've got their own congestion charge now.
Yeah, only on
Just Eat have done that. That's the reason they're there. Just Eat have caused it. Maybe that's why they charge so much delivery. It's their congestion charge.
Yeah. When I go to a McDonald's down here, there's like hundreds of them in like little corners.
Yeah, we don't have it. Well,
it's not, Lewis, you go in there and it's like a queue of drivers.
I know. I'm waiting for the. Yeah, exactly. It's just all Just Eat lot or delivery lot.
It's like the nearest one to me is literally, was it half an hour? And I'm like, I'll be fucked if I'm driving half an hour just to go get, a McMuffin or something.
Oh, no.
It'd be bloody cold by the time I bring it back. It's an hour's round trip. I'd rather just make it at home. But yeah, I don't know. David says Chatham is a hotspot for deliver poo, though. Because he constantly disappears for a shit on stream. But that's the... But he tells us that. We don't need to kind of guess. He just literally goes, I need to go for a poo. It's ridiculous. Wayne says Jack's wallet out of order at the moment. It's currently acting as a plate warmer. Ken won't get that until later on. No. Wait until you see it. Just wait until you see it. Just wait until you see it. Right, round 6. Here we go. So round 6 goes to Lewis. 32% for Ken, 68% for Lewis.
Hell surprise.
Yeah.
But then you expected that, I think.
Yeah. No, he did me proper.
Sorry.
No, fine.
This is close. I tell you what, 6 rounds in, this is going to be very close. So round 7.
Thinking of a tiebreak, I think.
Penalty shootout. Rob, turn your head. Close your eyes. Bad memories.
He's the same as last time, Jake.
Yeah. Bridesmaid. Right. Round 7. This is the one I've been looking forward to the most. This is going to be so close. Lewis, over to you. Here's your choice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I knew you were going to. I knew it was that. I knew it.
So, Lewis has picked Ed Force 1 on the 747. Why'd you pick it?
Well, I've been on your shows so many times. I know you're very well a likable chap of this particular brand. Not brand. Run to the hills and go and get a shot of this because it's amazing. I loved this plane. Never got to see it in real life, and it was an icon. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the band, but that's not my... I like some of their music, but not all of it. But, this was always Ed Force 1. Loved it. Liked the 757 of it, but I also loved this one. This is my favourite. And if you ever if you've got Sky, go yourself on Sky documentaries and watch the the documentary as well with Ed Force One, featuring Ed Force One with them going around on their tour. It was brilliant. But yeah, love it.
Currently now sitting at Kemble Airfield.
Yes. It was owned by Air Atlantic, I think, wasn't it? Air Atlantic
That's the one.
Iceland. Yeah. They loaned it out to them. Did they? I can't remember if they actually owned the 757 as well, which they lent out to them or not.
The 7.5, I believe, was owned by Astreas that Bruce Dickinson flew himself.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
He flew this one as well, though.
Yeah, Dixon flew that.
Oh, he flew this one as well?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, it was in
I
the
didn't know he
documentary
flew
he
this
as
one.
well.
He flew the 757 because
we were doing so many days on the tour because they extended it. He was flying whilst after, obviously, like very tired. How the hell he got away with it, I don't know. But yeah, flying straight after doing a gig and then landing and off they go again. So
great comment from
legally
Mike
allowed
B.
to, I don't know, but you know.
Yeah, great comment from Mike B. Says Ken needs to run to the hills after Lewis's trump card. Great play on words there.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, Bruce Dickinson flew for Astreas, and then they leased the 757 from it, and that's what he flew. I didn't realize he flew the 747 as well. He's a man of many talents.
He loved it as well. It was a bit of he had a bit of a teary moment when they had to get back at the end of the gig or the tour.
So, Ken, your thoughts on that one?
It's good. It is good.
It's good. It's good.
I don't know which one of mine you're picking, so I'm not going to say anything at the moment.
Oh, I do. This is where it gets super interesting. And I was like, when the pair of them matched up, I was like, oh, this is the round that I think that might do it. So Lewis picks that one, and Ken has picked one that Lewis will be very familiar with. Sorry, Rob. I know this hurts you. Sorry, Rob. I know this hurts you, but unlucky.
So, a bit of deja vu there, Rob.
yeah. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. So, Concorde, British Airways.
Yeah, just absolutely perfect livery for that aircraft. Absolutely stunning. I love the fact that they went away from. So I'm not a massive fan of Landor, to be fair, and I love the stylized. Obviously, what's supposed to be the Union Jack on the tail, obviously sleek, and then that just lovely little swoosh at the front. Oh, absolutely perfect. In my mind, the best livery ever applied to an aircraft.
Ooh, bold choice that, but. This was the one that got it for Lewis last time, and I will rub this into Rob as much as I like for all of his comments that he keeps saying. So unlucky, and I'll keep it on the screen for as much as I like. Unlucky.
Also, can I say, because don't forget, because you see in the background, got two of the
well tails,
the tail thingies,
yeah,
and that would what Concorde's wearing was an iconic tail. What do you bloody call them? The tail thingies, ethnic tails. That was the version, and then they thought that was so good that they put them out throughout the fleet.
Just gonna revel in what Rob's put there. He says, "You shower of shite. I'm off to try my bridesmaid."
Sorry, Ken, I wasn't laughing at you whilst you were talking. I was actually laughing at comment.
Yeah, I was giving away at that as well. I was like, I can't not put it up there. Good stuff. Rob's still bitter about losing on penalties.
I think this might come back to bite me, both, because I think Ken's picked an absolute winner there. Because it is. You can't argue with Concorde, can you? And you're right, Ken. I chose this one to win as well because I agree with you. The Landor didn't suit Concorde. This particular version suited Concorde, and I'm so glad that they done it.
Designed for Concorde, of course.
Yeah, it's.
And that was the only reason it was designed. That was it. It wasn't supposed to be anything else.
No.
And just a Concorde Welltail.
I'm not ashamed to say that, I watched a documentary on it last week. It was on BBC 4, which is very rare for me to watch BBC 4 stuff because it's very boring stuff. But nearly brought a tear to my eye to see that thing, fly yet again, and the last time it flew. So it's a travesty to see that it's not flying. It really should be. Yeah.
This is the one. This is the round I was waiting for the whole time. Because this is Concord up against anything else. I think Concord would just wipe the floor with it. However, there's going to be a lot of Iron Maiden fans.
Fox Once is still good, folks.
There's going to be a lot of Iron Maiden fans that can have their heartstrings pulled at this one. So this is going to be tough. So Lewis with the Ed Force 1. Ken with Concord.
That is a hard choice.
This is the hardest one. This is why I don't envy the chat, because they've got a real tough task trying to pick one or the two, and that task is now coming your way, because in the chat is the poll. Which one is it going to be, Concord or Ed Force 1 to win it? Jack is making things a lot worse for himself right now, because a famous thing that happened years ago, I say years ago, on one of the shows, must have been 2 years ago or something like that. There was a comment before Jack was ever part of the channel. Myself and Ian were doing the podcast, and we were talking about. I've been talking about Concord actually, and Jack said that he'd been inside her, and there was something else he said as well, but it really set Ian off. Ian was dying of laughter. And it will stick me forever. So Jack just put in the comments, he said, "Oh, where was it there? I've been inside her a few years ago." That's probably the only time he'll ever say that. So that's just something that reminded me of years ago. If I'll find the clip, and I might post it up or something like that, just for those that might not remember. But yeah, this is this is going to be interesting. Lots of thoughts here. So Jim says, prefer the Landor scheme, just not on Concord. It was too angular a livery for those graceful lines of the Concord, which I agree. Didn't look right at all. Rob Brown says, excuse me, live on stream, I'm just off for a poo. I'm assuming that's obviously something that someone else has said. Jack says he's making it worse by saying at a museum. That's the last time he was inside her, Concord, but at a museum. Failing that. So
it wasn't a Virgin then?
Yeah. Favorite airline, apparently. Paraffin pencil has been mentioned. Oh, God, what else is there? Yeah, I mean, I think people are just hard to choose this one. This is hard to choose, but it's close. We'll leave it running for a little bit longer, just in case people that are even
it's going Concord. It's got to go Concord. I mean, it burnt me. It done it for me last time. I think it's going to burn it back. So
yeah, that's why I feel like it might bite you in the backside.
I think it has.
Oh, did you use that before, Lewis?
I used this as the showdown.
Right.
What happens
between
is
myself and Rob.
Yeah. So what happens is, if there's a tie at the end of the 10, you have to go away and pick one in particular to then show off as the showdown one, and then Lewis picked it as a showdown and managed to beat Rob, and I can say that over and over again if I like.
And I think the irony was he actually chose Concord Pepsi, the one before, which made it.
Yeah, he picked the Concord.
So that's even worse because it burnt him twice.
Christ, yeah, goodness me. Darren Smith says, used to love Green Man Pub car park when Concord took off on 09 right. Car Alarm City.
The very last flight to New York took off on 09 right.
I remember it. Yeah, I remember it. I remember it made was it on the news or something? Like they did a special news coverage of it taking off? Possibly. I might be wrong.
Darkish. I can remember it.
Yeah, it was. I remember me and my dad went into the garden because we lived in Feltham, so we were perfect, perfect place to watch it, and it screamed over the top of us with the afterburners. And I think we both because we it's a noise that we sort of heard for years and years, and we sort of just stood there, didn't say anything to each other, and we were just taking in the moment. It's amazing, absolutely amazing.
I was at Myrtle, I think.
Yeah, I'm gutted I never went Myrtle. I would have loved to go Myrtle.
God, that would have been quite something.
It was, well, you'll be able to. I was always told, Ken, it was rammed at Myrtle. I take it that was.
And the afterburners on.
Yeah. Were you there when the last 3 came in as well?
Yeah.
I was. I skipped school that day just to go and see it.
I was somewhere near. Do you know what? There was no way in the world I would have gone there without a camera or video or whatever. But can I find anything from that day.
Nothing.
I actually can't find anything. I was at the Renaissance because I had these grandstands up along that side and everything. I was by somewhere near the Renaissance, but can I find any pictures? Nothing.
Nothing.
And I must have done something.
Long before people were pointing phones in the sky and stuff like that.
No,
Yeah, goodness me. Right, let's end the poll. And Ken takes the lead. So Concord does win it. So Ken goes 4-3 up.
So
67% of the vote to Lewis's 33.
that was hard though, because that Ed Force one's excellent. Proper excellent.
I'm so glad they got paired up.
It's the same as the Four Seasons, though, Ken. If it had been a different, plane, you would have won. Same as vice versa. So yeah.
Right, 3 rounds to go. Round 8, plenty of points to play for. Are we going to go to a tie break? We will see. Lewis, this is your choice.
Yep.
I'm assuming it was a shorter one. It doesn't matter to me. I don't think.
I like them no matter what.
Yeah, Delta's A220-100.
Yeah, I love an A220, as we all know who follow me, and Delta is no exception. I quite like it. I love the fact that we have a legacy carrier flying the A220 of American legacy carrier. It looks nice. It's simple, but because it's such a small body and it's quite compact, it doesn't look dull for me because there's a bit of colour on the belly. There's also a bit of colour on the engine and also the tail. So I like it.
It's very smart. I can vouch for that. I've got the model of it sat somewhere. But yeah, it's very nice. Very, very nice indeed. So a very, very strong choice, I think. Ken, your thoughts?
Right. When we were doing streaming a few years back, I was with someone, and every time we saw a Delta, he said, "Oh, it's a NatWest aeroplane because of the tail." You
know what? I've never thought of it like that. But
I just can't get that out of my head. I'm sorry. It's just like,
every time I hit your phone now, I can't go see that.
Sorry, Lewis.
Well, the people that are watching are now not going to be able to get that out of their heads either, knowing that NatWest is on the tail.
Now go to NatWest Airline, you do a call now, Tom.
Goodness me. It's a strong choice. Very, very strong choice. But should be quite interesting. Also, very quickly, Michael Painter coming up with the super chat. Thank you very much. There's another great battle of the liveries. It's been a lot of fun this evening, but appreciate you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Right. Here's the one that I clicked earlier that I wasn't supposed to. That's Ken's choice. The BWIA TriStar. My goodness me. Memories of this. Why'd you pick it?
It's TriStar.
Good answer.
Right, over to the polls.
That's exactly what I would have answered.
Yeah, the livery's okay, but it's a TriStar at Heathrow. Just love it.
Which was better, this one or the last one they had?
I think this one.
I think a lot of people will go for the one here. I quite like the last one they had.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm in an hour in between the two. I think the let me just quickly refer to the book because I can't quite remember. I don't know. I suppose it's a bit more old school. I don't know. I don't know where it is in the book. If I remember right, the later one was a bit more gaudy. This was more traditional airlines, really.
Yeah, the last one they had was more sort of it spoke Caribbean, obviously with the drums and stuff like that on the front of the fuselage, which constantly got confused to like a grapefruit or something like that. But in the sunshine, this was great. This was lovely. I have vivid memories of this in particular. And the last livery they had, I mean, lunchtime departures, they were always very, very low when leaving Heathrow, always very low. And the noise they made was just incredible. So, yeah, fantastic to see. Yeah, I quite like it. I quite like this one. I think we're in for a bit of a treat with this one. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough, purely for the fact that it's a TriStar. And again, in the background there, some very, very interesting liveries, including 2 World Tails and, of course, 2 Landor liveries as well, either side. So very, very close.
The background's actually on a lot of these photos. I know we talk about liveries, but if you actually look at the photos and look at the backgrounds, you think, wow. It's just
Boy, has
incredible.
Heathrow changed.
Oh yeah. I'm just found a picture of the later one. Yeah, I thought that was a little bit too over the top.
Oh, work out. Is that Terminal 1 or 2? That'd be old 2.
I don't know.
Oh, good. Goodness me, that is. I'd say it is. Isn't it?
I think that's landing 09 left, possibly.
I'd say that is more 27 left.
Do you think so?
Terminal 1.
Oh, maybe, yeah. T1, yeah.
Terminal 1 says Darren.
Yeah, okay.
God, how it's changed since then.
Yeah, that's it. Darren's got the gen.
Darren's got the knowledge. Good stuff. All right. So, review of the choices, which are here. So, Lewis with the Delta A220.
The NatWest plane.
The NatWest plane.
Thanks, Ben.
Or Ken with the TriStar and the BWIA livery. What I quite like about this, it's new versus old sort of thing.
It is, yeah.
The newer stuff versus the retro stuff that we all remember. Right, round 8. Here we go. In the chat, Lewis with Delta, Ken with BWIA. Brandon says, didn't know American had a retro livery A320 Neo. If you have seen it, you've seen. Oh, right. Yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Darren says, 9 Yankee Tango Golf Juliet. I was on QB when Queen's Building, sorry, when she first visited Heathrow. A good day. Mike B says BWIA always left a trail of smoke like an Amsterdam coffee shop. Carl saying that's how you ruin the look of a TriStar. Sorry.
Fair enough, Cal.
I quite liked it. It was 80s style. I like it. It proper looks on 80s.
Wayne says not a fan of either. Hard to pick it out of the two.
Wayne just spoke to mine.
Goodness. All right. Yeah, Queen's Building's not there anymore. It's a shame. Great place to go for spotting back in the day. Right. I tell you what. It's close again. It's very close again. Darren says the old T1 extension peers 27 left. Jack's asking you, Ken, you still got a pup?
Yep, he's around somewhere. There he is. Ted, come here. Teddy, come here. Come on, your fans want to see you. No, he's still Ted. There you go.
All right. So let's
end some bribery.
Let's end the poll there. And no one can seem to pull away at the moment. Every time Ken pulls ahead, Lewis seems to pull it back 4 apiece. Lewis gets 58% of the vote. Ken, 42.
Hello. Sorry.
That's a treat. Yeah, I'm picking the rest of the treat.
That's quite close.
The votes, they've not been clear cut, really. It's been very, very close.
Battle, this one. Very tight battle.
He's Mr. Equalizer, he is.
Right. I mean, this is going to be, I say, penultimate round. This could be close. This is Lewis' choice for round 9.
Yeah.
Not the livery I thought he was picking.
No.
But the US Airways 757. Why'd you pick it?
Well, my last 2 in this round, as I always do, always the heavy punches, and I think this is well in its category. It is a lovely plane. It's got your cheek lines. It's also an old sort of classic style US livery, and of course it is a 757, and it is a beautiful pencil in the sky. I like it. It's a shame she's not flying anymore, as in US Airways. I actually quite like US Airways. They were sort of a quirky airline, I've always felt. They were never sort of huge like the others were. So I always sort of had a sort of liking to it. But yeah, and it's not a boring livery. It's a quite a dark, bold one compared to sort of being a sort of plainish livery.
Wow. This is going to be super interesting. I prefer their last livery they had before they merged with American, which is the one I thought you had picked. But yeah, this is also very, very good. So it's close. It's a close one. This one it'll be very, very close because what Ken's picked is also equally as good.
Ooh.
Another very good livery. Why'd you pick it, Ken?
I love the fact that it's got that sort of the light grey below the, well, are they cheat lines? They're probably not, are they?
Cheat lines, that's the one.
Well, I don't know if they are, because
It's like
just by the wing, it kind of comes, I think, round the back.
The red's a cheat line. I'd cast the red as a cheat line.
Yeah, okay, yeah, the red's a cheat line, yeah. Yeah, I just like the colour combination. I think it's wonderful. And also, look at the wing tips. It's got the little Malaysian logo on the side there. Yeah, just smart. It looks like, they mean business.
Very quickly, we'll say goodbye to Brandon, who says, right, I better be off to you all tomorrow. Hope everyone's Monday goes well. Thank you for watching this evening, Brandon. See you tomorrow for the next one. Lots of people thinking this is going to be a very difficult round.
You know what would look really better on this? If they put like a little black mask around the cockpit. I reckon that looks like the bandit on the
mask. Yeah.
Raccoon style, like A350s.
It's going to be close, but Lewis's choice: US Airways 757. We're going for liveries, remember, not just the plane. And 747 Malaysia. This is going to be. This should be close, but we'll find out. Round 9. Here we go.
Boeing's El Clasico.
It is. Yeah, two very much beloved aeroplanes, as well as the liveries as well. People have memories of them when US Airways were at Gatwick and Manchester as well, and Malaysia. You know, people at Heathrow would see it come in mid-afternoon. It's it's gonna be close. It's gonna be very, very close. So what I need to do just very quickly is and just get him ready so he can join in as we go into the the last round. But this is going to be close, very, very close. Darren Smith says cannot vote against 747, which is fair enough. Gemma says, this round is going to be a difficult choice. Wayne also going with 757 just wins my heart for livery.
I knew it'd get Wayne. That was a guarantee. I knew that'd be Wayne.
In other news, bear shits in wood. And
if you just spilled paint on a blooming 757, Wayne would still.
And the sky is blue. Yes, it is close. It's. That is tough. That's very close. 25 votes at the moment, which means that 10 of you haven't voted yet.
Vote.
Yeah, if you haven't voted, make sure you vote. This is the one. The last round is going to be, it's going to be quite interesting. Kev says this round is not about the liveries.
I was just saying, Kev's spot on really on that one.
Yeah, it's not about the liveries, even though the show is called Battle of the Liveries. It's about the airframes.
I need to find some 757 pictures, don't I?
757 always wins. That's why I leave it to the end. It's not my first time on this show.
Not the first rodeo, definitely not. All right, give it a minute, and then we'll end for that one before we get into the last round. Like I said, remember, if you are enjoying the stream, please do feel free to leave a like. It gets more eyes on the channel, and because of that, we were able to hit 3,000 subs this evening. So thank you very much to everyone that has contributed towards that by subbing to the channel. Onwards to 4,000 now. If we can hit that by tonight, I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. I'm kidding. No, definitely not. Carl says if Max painted a 757, Wayne would still love it.
Very true.
Which is very true.
Yeah, he would.
I've seen his drawings. Right, let's end the poll there, which means again super close. But for the first time this evening, Lewis takes the lead.
Oh.
Just 2 seconds. I'm just going to sort out some votes. Just
Hello, is that the corruption centre?
If we see a spike in views, can we?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. 51% to 49%.
We're just going to storm the capital.
Close.
That was
really
close.
Is close.
51% to 49% in Lewis's favour.
Oh yeah, but Sarah, you got to vote for me, not Lewis.
That's where you've been going wrong, Ken. You've been voting for Lewis. Right, last round of this one, and again, this is going to be. Okay.
This is gonna be
So Lewis has gone for quite a quirky one, which I'm delighted about because we like a bit of quirkiness on the channel, and he's gone for this.
Yeah.
On a very strange option for a plane, but it's the Qatar livery on the C-17. Very unique. Why'd you pick the C-17 in particular?
Because she's pretty. I love it. I've seen this in real life. I've seen it in Stansted. Of course, this is why I love Stansted, because you get these types of planes turn up and you don't even realise it, and it just pops up to say hello to you. And you become a little kid in a candy store. So yeah, love it. Absolutely love it.
Kev says vote Reagan. Is he Donald Trump? Please don't strike me for that. I'm just reading out a comment.
We get cancelled.
Yeah, please don't cancel me.
Yeah, and Jack, she's a military plane because you like military planes. You might see her react. So
yeah, still waiting for him to pay up. Every time you don't pay up, it's an extra £1 on top. So it's 11 quid now. He owes.
But yeah, this is me going back to, like I say, I always leave the last two strong when it comes to this game, because I think this has to be a strong vote, and it's
Hang
not.
on, I didn't get sent the rules. I just sent 10 pictures. That's really bloody order. Oh man,
You done well to get this far, Ken. So it's obviously gone down well.
Yeah.
Who needs rules?
Yeah.
Who needs rules?
But yeah, it's to see a sort of airline colours, shall we say, in a military plane is just unusual, and I quite like it.
Yeah, it's very different. Very, very different. Ken, what do you make of this?
no comment. That's all right, but it looks better on a 380.
It's unique. Maybe it's the reason why we don't see it often on C-17s. Although my mind way back used to always wonder what it looked like.
I'm kind of guessing military planes need to be kind of like a bit more camouflage, and not necessarily advertising where they've come from.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they probably wouldn't use it for war, but yeah.
No, very true.
This is just to carry his horses, like the king's horses, or
probably. Yeah.
This is probably coming in just. This is only just coming into Stansted to pick up the latest Harrods order.
It's getting more positive than negative, but there are a few negatives in there. So we'll see if that bites you in the backside as we go for Ken's choice for the last round, which is the Sri Lankan A340.
Another A340.
Look at that tail. I love the way the tail blends onto the back of the fuselage. Again, you've got the little logos on the engines, and then it also tells you who it is in rather big letters. And it's a 340. So what's not to love?
Lewis, if you're there.
Oh, sorry. Did you get
Yeah.
some? All right.
What do you think?
Sorry, I was well out of it. No, love it. A340 gets my vote from an A340, but the livery is actually really subtle and really sort of. It's not bold, but like you've just said, Ken. In fact, that picture does it credit because obviously it's rotating, so it looks quite natural. That sort of almost like it's a sort of the fumes going upwards. It's really nice. I really like it.
Sri Lankan A340 is very notorious and famous at Heathrow for very late takeoffs. Very late. The latest takeoff I've ever seen at Heathrow is one of these, where I'm pretty certain it took off over the piano keys.
A340s really were because obviously they were so underpowered with the engines.
But I mean, if you ever had I saw one of these take off when I was spotting. I think it was like 09 right, I think. And honest to God, I thought it wasn't going to get off the ground because it was super heavy and it must have taken off right where the touchdown zone for 27 left is. That's how late it left it, and I was like, okay, now like. How much later can you leave it? Sort of thing.
It's 09 right takeoff, isn't it?
Yeah,
if you look at that photo, you can start seeing the markings there in the middle, can't you?
But it was long after that as well. So you go maybe one marking or marking and a half, maybe that's where it started to rotate. Okay, it was incredible, absolutely incredible. I'll never forget it. Never ever forget it. And of course, also in the background, above the far end well tail, the building there is Feltham, Highfields. Yes. Oh, takes me back. Right. Anyway, no longer there. I think
Tom.
Eh?
You better vote for it. Memories.
I can't vote for it. I can't vote for it. If I could vote for anything, I'd be like, right, Sri Lankan, Qatar. Nope, Feltham. Feltham gets the vote for me.
Feltham wins.
Right, here we go. So Lewis with the Qatar. Lewis with the Qatar C-17. Ken with the Sri Lankan A340. Final round. Here we go. Let's see who is going to get it. Will Lewis walk away with the win, or will we go to a tiebreak and Ken gets the point here? Darren Smith is on the campaign trail with hashtag vote for Ken. Gemma Rowe says, I flew on a Virgin A340 and thought it was late taking off. Yeah, the Sri Lankans were just a completely different animal when it was late takeoffs. I've never seen a later takeoff like it before until I saw it on that day in particular. And it was just frightening because I thought, it's not getting off the ground. It was just hurtling towards the fence. And I'm like, anytime now, son, anytime now. Absolutely crazy. I'll never, ever forget it. Rob Brown says the 747-200 is also notorious for a late takeoff as well. Yeah, lots of people loving it. Lots of people loving the 340 and everything else. Mike B says tactical voting to ensure an extra round. It's not quite how it works, but but sure. I mean, going to put the pressure on for these two if you like. So we'll end the poll shortly. I think I know where it's going.
Should I start looking now?
I would, yeah. If I were both of you, I'd start looking for. Go look for a showstopper, basically one that you think is going to win. So I'll explain it.
Can you play some music or something?
I'll end the poll. I'll end the poll now. So basically, 5 each on that one, 5 apiece. So here's what we're going to do. So Lewis and Ken, I need you to look for a livery and I need you to send it to me on Messenger for Ken, Lewis, Instagram. Just send me it in Word form. I'll find a picture to show it off. And then we'll do a penalty shootout. Rob, you getting any bad memories yet? Or
I promise I won't use Concord again.
A quick one from Jim says, Ken and Sarah, do not open that link Visions just received on Messenger. Scamming bastards.
Thank you, Jim.
Right, Tom, I'm going to do something.
Go on.
Right. There's two I don't know, so I'm going to ask the chat A or B.
Oh, just the letters.
Yeah, so chat
Okay.
A or B, and I'll choose.
Is it real, actually?
And I'll send the photo, wherever you choose.
David says hashtag Rob is in tears. He's getting flashbacks.
Oh, come on, computer.
Okay, so what do you want? The first one that comes in, or just majority vote?
Yeah, we'll just A or B. Majority.
What are we doing?
So
I'm just doing something else for myself.
something else for the chat. But
I've got
have a
two
look.
really strong ones. I
Yeah.
don't know who to choose, and I'm going to go for fate now.
I think A's winning it.
Okay, fine. A it is.
So Ken, when you've thought of one, type it to me on the messenger,
Yeah, no, I will send you the picture, mate.
or send me a picture. Yeah, send me a picture.
Just trying to
Either way, not either or would be fine. But 5 apiece. It's been super close this evening. Probably the closest we've had for a while since we've done it. But we're now going into a penalty shootout, as we call it, because I know it drives Rob absolutely mental.
He's got something really good, hasn't he?
You don't know.
I do know. You brought Ronaldo
I
on
don't even
earlier,
know.
now you're bringing on bloody Messi.
There you
I
go.
don't
Someone
even
say
know.
it to you.
Right, okay, I've got one if I
Yeah.
can find the actual file. Right, bear
So,
with.
same rules apply. Both of you aren't to know
No.
Right,
what each other has picked.
Can I tell what the the second one was going to be if they chose B? You want to be saying that, or I can not. It's up to you.
Well, I mean, they haven't picked it, so I
haven't
guess
picked
you
it.
could. Yeah.
Embraer Profit Hunter E2.
Ooh, okay.
E2.
Okay. Profit Hunter E2. All right.
Right, I'm
So-
nearly there. Just bear with.
Have you got what you want to choose now, Lewis?
I'll send it to you, mate.
Oh, you've sent it to me. have you?
Yeah.
Yes, go for that one.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'll try and do it justice.
Oh man, come on.
Well, people say
Same with what Ken picks. I'll do it justice as well.
Hang on, just 2 secs.
Yeah, that's right.
Look, I'm doing technology here. This takes a while.
so if you're struggling with the photo, I might have the photo.
Do you need help?
I always need
Should we
to
send some
know
help?
that, yeah. Right, here we go. On its way to you.
Reinforcements, quick. Right, let's see what we've got. Oh, okay.
Is it worthy of a penalty shootout? That's what I
It
want to
is. That is, yeah, that is worthy of a penalty shootout. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Stress. This is. I thought it's going to be a nice, relaxing evening. Stress.
I lied. This is good. This is good. I like it. I didn't even realize one of them. In fact, no, one of them did go in. I do remember it. Right. Okay. So, penalty shootout time. You're going to get a chance to see what each other has picked, and then it's down to the vote yet again.
Good luck,
to decide.
Lewis.
Yeah, good luck.
Win. So, Lewis.
Oh, you-
I heard that.
It's not as foregone a conclusion as I think.
No, I'm
This
really
could be
interested to see what
super
it's
close.
got. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to be too cocky yet because I think Ken might have a really good one. Everyone talks about this plane. It's beautiful. Everyone gets excited when it comes into Heathrow. I get excited when it comes into Heathrow. This is an absolute beaut.
Mm.
And again, it's a 757. So I'm going to say that. That's what I'm going to say.
So, Ken,
Yeah.
given what you've sent me, how are you feeling about this?
I'm just wondering why somebody sneezed in the paint shop.
Ooh.
Controversial, I like it.
Ooh.
What
I'm
this channel's all about.
joking. Yeah. Obviously, yeah. We've all. I guess we've all probably seen this. So yeah,
It's a
it
very
does
strong
brighten up
choice.
the a very boring day at the airport, really, doesn't it?
It's beautiful.
Get something like this come in.
Okay.
So many, not even just at Heathrow, seen this at Zurich as well, in Vienna as well. Every time I always try and run and get this. Goes around, goes around loads of space. They don't keep it one place.
I was going to say something then, but I won't.
It must be. It's been being central for a minute. That must have been quite hard to actually do as a paint job.
Is it a paint or is it a vinyl?
Well, who knows?
I'm sure it's only the 80 years, is it? That's only been hand painted.
It's
so
only
that would be a vinyl, I think.
No, that shouldn't count.
Still looks nice.
Disqualified. He's offside or something.
Right. Okay, so that's Lewis's choice.
Wayne, you know you've got a bottle of this as well, by the way.
Very strong choice. Very strong choice.
Yeah, very good.
Also, I would say equally as strong for Ken's choice, which you can see has been taken at Heathrow.
There's a surprise.
Yes. Didn't realize one went in until I sort of thought about it. But KLM and their MD11, which is just, I mean, if ever a chef's kiss was needed, this was it.
Yeah. It's, well, obviously, KLM, I think, are the world's oldest airline, aren't they? Pretty sure.
Well, I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Good in service, yeah.
Yeah, in service, yeah. It's just iconic. And whenever you see those colours, you know it's the Dutch are coming. And on that MD11, it's just brilliant. The lines suit it and everything. Absolutely beautiful aircraft. And only a tiny little bit of white on it, which is quite good.
It's a stunner. It's one of the iconic planes of KLM's fleet. That was, I think, one of the last. Is it one of the last passenger ones to be retired? Yeah. 2014, I'm thinking. But it's a beaut. It really is a beaut. And this, it's going to be close. It's going to be very, very close.
Yeah.
But very, very interesting. I remember when KLM used to send a A330 and 767 on the short run from Amsterdam. Long gone are those days. David says, tough one. Several tons of Stroop waffles arriving in the UK is not to be sniffed at.
Yeah, that's true. And whatever else it's bringing in, obviously.
Yeah. There's that coffee shop commenting in.
Yeah.
Right. This is going to be very, very interesting. So, two choices again. Lewis with his Heckler Aurora 757 and Ken with the KLM MD11. Who wins, please? The vote is going up in the chat right now.
So tough, though.
It is tough. It's a very, very tough one. It's like, do you go for the retro or do you go for the current? It's close. It's very, very close.
I was actually looking at the the MD11 KLM instead of the FedEx one. But when I was doing the FedEx one. But to be fair, all the FedEx ones we've just chosen, perfect. American.
What was the other one you're going to put up now for the penalty shootout?
I was going to do the Profit Hunter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was going to be the ET195 E2 Profit Hunter.
Yeah.
I was going to go controversial and do Air France Concorde, but I thought that'd be a bit too
rubbing salt into Rob's wounds. Even I would have voted for that, just to rub it a bit more.
We've got a picture of an Air France one at Heathrow, and I looked at it, I thought, nah.
Oh, dear.
Gail says, fab livery choices for both of you. Such a hard call. It is very difficult. Very, very difficult. And it is very close.
I have to say, I'm running out of ideas though now.
Again, it's the same thing. If you've been on it for a long time, you start to sort of go, oh, what do I pick that I haven't used already? Which we encourage. We don't want to use the same ones over again, but it is very, very close. So make sure you get the votes in. We'll keep it running for a little bit. What we're on now. We'll do it for another minute, and then we'll end it there. At the moment, it is very close. Very, very close. Rob Brown says Southwest Scotland is looking like downtown Chernobyl about now. Hashtag not bitter. Oh dear.
Sorry at your expense, mate.
Goodness me.
Oh, just saw something else thinking about. Maybe next time.
All right, what are we on for time wise here? We'll give it another 30 seconds or so. There's a few people that haven't voted yet. Make sure you do. Ken with the MD11 from KLM and Lewis with the Heckler Aurora 757. This is for the win. And we'll end the poll in the next 10 seconds. Get the votes in if you haven't done already.
No, Wayne. I've just read that comment and no.
Patty Rise. What's a Toblerone Patty Rise?
I don't know. I think it's just Rainism.
I think that's Wayneism again.
Yeah, that's just
at its
Rainism.
finest.
I can read Rainism now after being with him so long.
Okay, poll is ended, and still
No.
the champion of Battle of the Liveries.
Oh, what? Jesus.
But again, super close.
That was so close.
So close.
Ken, I mean, fair play. That was like fair dues to you because that was tough.
54% to Lewis, 46 for Ken. One of the closest rounds we've had since we've done it, I think. Very
Yeah,
close.
I agree. I think that is the hardest one we've had, the tightest one.
Absolutely. Very close. So, commiserations to Ken on his return here. But very good choices. Very good choices. And a congratulations to Lewis, who gets to do it all again.
Yay.
Woohoo! Very good. Very well done. Very good choices there.
I appreciate it, mate. Thank you.
With that being said, just very quickly, it's quiz next week. It's game show night. So if you're interested in that, to take
I lost that one, so I'm out of it. Wait.
You ain't got to do that one. If you fancy taking on Nonstop Dom to become the Quizness Jet champion, let me know via social media at some point this week, please. And I'll write your name down for it. Up to 9 people can join, including myself will be 10, but I'm the host, so 9 people to join to take on Dom. Doesn't have to be 9, it could be whatever you like. So we're about to show, because Ken's never seen this segment before, but we're about to show something that we absolutely love on the channel, and for the first time in 2024, here it comes. There he is.
What the?
I've missed this.
So that's the reason. That's the reason for the emojis, because during the quiz one time, he flipped his phone upside down, couldn't hear us, and then remained upside down for a long time. And he's now on his side.
Yeah.
Come on, Jack, sort it out.
Come on.
Don't do it again.
There we go. Oh no,
Good stuff.
he's disconnected.
No, he's gone again. I'm pretty sure this is a replay of the best of the. Oh, he's upside down again. Oh, he's gone. Oh, we had this issue last time. There he is.
Just don't move, Jack.
There he is. He made it eventually. Hello, Jack. How are you?
How are you? Absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, all good. All good. So just for Ken's purpose, obviously he looked at the intro and went, WTF. This segment came about because you sent us a picture months and months ago of some really badly cooked food. And so we've made this your baby, essentially. And you've sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pictures that we're going to whiz through tonight. Everyone's been looking forward to this segment.
Do we rate the food?
Oh,
if you want to call it food, Ken, if you want to call it food.
If you want to call it food, we rate the food. Right. This is meals that Jack's cooked. But sometimes it's not about the food, it's about what's in the background. So, here comes your first one.
Feel free to be brutal as well. Oh my god.
You are allowed to be as brutal as you like. Jack will take it because he's a good champ. So we'll let Ken have the first before we go into everything. Where's the sauce?
And why's he got cold ham with his rice?
So, Jack, is it ham and rice?
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Why ham and rice?
It's gammon. Gammon.
Oh, it's gammon. So it's not ham then.
Was this leftover Christmas food?
Yeah.
Oh, it's leftover Christmas ham. Fair
Is
enough.
this one of those Uncle Ben's packet rice things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it severely hydrated by the time you cooked it, or
Well, at least
dehydrated rather?
At least it didn't explode in the microwave like last one did.
Well, I guess that's oh Ken, you've not seen the exploding potato. I'm not entirely sure I've even got it still. So this is interesting. This one, no sauce, which is a common feature for Jack.
No, to be fair, because he's got Uncle Ben's rice, well, you can see it's kind of sort of wettish. No, it ain't.
Let's go through the comments because we've got quite a few to get through here. Gemma says it's those raw maggots again. David says
This is better than plain liveries, I tell you. Oh, this is much
you
better.
wait, we've got plenty more. Is this a wartime ration from David? Rob saying it as it is, drier than a nun's vag. Madeline says that's a university meal. I'll say nothing on that one. Darren Graham says, where's the pineapple? Probably in the bin.
Where's the plate warmer?
Where it belongs. That's why it looks cold. There's no plate warmer.
Yeah, there's no plate warmer.
And last one for this one, Darren Smith. Look sharp.
Right. To the point.
To the point. Okay, if you thought that was bad,
Oh no.
we've actually got sauce.
We've got sauce. That's not bad.
That looks all right.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think you've done quite well there, Jack.
They're not all bad. There's some.
No, we're starting to see the improvement.
Did you microwave it? Is it a microwave meal, Jack?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Oh, for God's sake.
Chef Mike cooked it. Chef Mike.
Can't go wrong that way.
To be honest, I'd eat that. Don't look too
And
bad.
there's cheese. There's cheese.
And there's cheese, and it's melted.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
This is actually, we need to frame this. This is like the most successful plate.
This is going in the best moments of 2024 already.
Tesco's best.
I'd eat
Tesco's
that.
finest. Bloody hell. Jack, you need to learn how to cook that yourself. It's so easy.
Yeah. Kev says, who cooked that for you, Jack?
I did it in the microwave, Kev.
Did it in the microwave. Ken Wood.
No, he didn't. A body, what it's called. It says it in the background. You can see.
Other manufacturers are available.
I was going to say, where's the Xbox controller?
Oh, that's the PS5.
Oh yeah, PS5 controller. So is that where it is on the left?
Yeah.
Ah,
Fair enough. Fair play.
It was a lovely-
Everyone's
I love
excited
that.
at the fact that there's well, not excited, just
I
shocked.
think this is successful. I'm quite proud here. This is really good.
It is a success.
It's a fucking miracle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well done, Jack. Honestly,
It's not a Sestmel moment. Lynn says
It's a lot.
can be proud of that one.
definitely an improvement. Okay.
Right, let's go down the hill now again.
Oh, what the
Oh,
hell
what
was
the
that?
fuck?
Did the cat have a bad day?
Oh, God.
Now we're on the Sestmed moment. What's
Oh,
this?
dear.
Why have you got raw carrots in whatever that is?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is 2 days of Christmas dinner being shoved in. I'm back
Oh,
out.
God.
What is it, Jack?
Chicken soup.
Who made
Chicken
this?
soup.
This looks homemade.
Yeah, it
Is
was.
it homemade?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, don't bother doing homemade. Keep with the microwave meals, mate. It'll be fine.
Chef Mike's there for a reason, Jack.
I just read Dave Bones' comment.
Volo vomit.
All over.
Smelled.
Everyone just going, OMG, OMG.
What did it taste like, Jack?
Vomit.
Chicken.
Chicken. Okay. From there,
Oh,
I mean, if you had a steak, it'd actually look decent. Did the dog nick your steak before you finished?
you know what? I wondered where the insole of my shoe went, and now I know why. I know where it went.
no. To be fair, that looks all right. Is that a lamb chop?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice mash. Don't know what the green stuff is, but
Yeah, but there's one vital question that needs asking here.
The lamb looks like leather.
Where's the sauce?
There's gravy. As a northerner, if I was a northerner, I'd be like, "Where's the gravy?"
Yeah.
No, you don't need gravy. Gravy's overrated. If you cook this meat right, you don't need gravy. The juices from the meat will.
There's no juice in that meat. That's a
Yes, it looks a bit leathery, to be fair.
Just quickly, I've just seen the comment there going back to the chicken soup. Madeline says, "Where's the bread to dip in your sick?"
No, I think the lamb chop's not too bad. I think it's the lighting of the photo makes it look worse.
Okay, it's not horrendous.
Jack, I know you like a microwave, but you're not supposed to cook the lamb chop in a microwave.
I have seen worse. I've seen a lot worse. So it's edible at best. So decent. We then start to go back downhill.
Oh.
Oh dear. Here we go. 2 steps forwards, 5 back.
Yeah. Again, there's one question that's just burning that needs to be asked.
Sauce.
Where's the sauce?
Italy's crying again, as always.
So I'm just.
What do you call this dish, Jack?
Bin it.
Play now spaghetti.
You can't have just eaten that on its own.
I'm curious to know. Right, I'm curious to know what your. I mean, you got a fascination with plain spaghetti on its own. So I'm just wondering where does that fascination come from?
Just got. Obviously, due to going to the gym I used to just eat this, but nothing else.
You don't put any like parmesan on this at all.
Parmesan, no. God, that's like fucking.
Jesus, Jack, you just answered that like I've just like insulted you.
I've totally insulted him by going parmesan.
Suggesting parmesan.
Parmesan.
Posh bastard parmesan.
Bloody hell's that?
Yeah, but olive oil, some parmesan, it might make it slightly better.
See,
Parmesan. Darren Smith says spag a la shite.
yeah, this is why the Italians hate you.
Madeline's asking, is it cooked?
Yeah.
Admittedly, there's a white bit that looks quite crunchy.
The one in the middle
One
left.
right bottom middle of the plate.
Oh, I was
looks
looking
very
at one in
crunchy.
middle left here. If you go middle left, slightly in the left.
Yep, I see it. I see it. I'm just looking bottom middle. Just
I've
looks
noticed
like
a lot
it
of
might be
pasta.
crunchy.
It's got silvery sort of notes of. It's changing colour.
Hey, Loopy.
Loopy's in the chat. Hello to you.
He
Hope you're
missed the
well.
Iron Maiden plane.
You did miss the Iron Maiden plane, unless he was watching in the background.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Oh,
moving on.
Oh, fuck.
What?
oh yeah. We've given up now, have we?
Have you ever heard of turning the oven on?
My God.
He did. He's got his iPad warmer.
Did you spill milk in your pasta there, Jack?
No, that's the pasta and sauce.
That's
or...
the sauce, because
sauce.
is the sound that Jack made after he ate it.
Hey, it's a hot dog.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
That is a hot dog.
You do realise you're supposed to like do something with your hot doggy things.
Yeah,
Just
cook 'em.
take them out of the tin.
Cook them.
Yeah, like chuck them.
Yeah.
I know the iPad gets warm, but I don't think it generates enough heat for that.
Can't go wrong though with
Zest
pasta and sauce. It's
meld.
nice and quick and easy to do. But pasta and sauce is obviously the Jack's noise that he makes after he eats it.
And hot dog.
That one's semi-cooked, but the other three are just. What?
Yeah, the two on the right look pale.
You know what it's like? Those hot dogs are like a Dulux paint chart.
You
that's
know they've got the dog's bollocks in them, haven't you?
It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. Now, if you're a fan of pizza, I suggest you start looking away.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh.
That's all right.
No, it's all right. It's cooked.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I'd have that.
It's not
I was
bad.
expecting something like nuked.
Well, to be
That's
honest, it's
all
cooked.
right.
It's cooked and it's half decent, right? So it's
That's
not too
how
bad.
I'd have it, to be fair.
When you compare it with this,
Okay, maybe.
Oh.
What was that? Straight out of the freezer.
that's before it's gone in the oven.
Zest meld.
Zest merde indeed, which is French for it's shit.
How much blooming oil's on that?
So I don't think this one's too
Yeah,
bad.
that
This one's
was
not
okay.
too
That
bad.
was good.
That was nice. That's got even different sort of cheeses as well. I like that one.
I'm just ringing pizza up right now. Got me hungry.
Get delivery down here for that.
Yeah, I know how to put you off. Hang on. There you go.
Tom can't, but never mind.
It's the last time I invite you back on again.
Was this a microwave pizza there, Jack? Or
No, it was actually Asda.
oh, okay.
Asda ones.
Let me guess. You didn't wait for the light to go out, did you?
You never had that, surely.
Oh yeah, and it came back out straight away.
Jack, was it floppy? The pizza, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Jack,
I don't
we
know
need
what to say
we
about
need
this.
teach you how to cook homemade food.
that's how the fires start, Ken.
You'll love it.
I just think it's amazing that Jack's managed to camouflage the pizza.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Is this the tabletop? It isn't it? The
This
famous
is the carpet
Yeah.
tabletop.
the
Yeah.
carpet tabletop, as you do. Didn't realise carpet might do tabletops.
Didn't realise they do fucking table heaters either. But there you go. Jack, you're a good sport for doing this.
Yeah, fair play, Jack.
Not bad for the first one of the brand new year.
As I said, the pic should be better up. After this should be better.
Is there another one?
What you
No,
cooking
the
tonight?
the ones that I sent you, the other ones.
Oh, you actually want me to show those off? Right, okay.
Well, they're that bad.
I'll show a couple off. Hang on. Let's have a look.
The mind boggles, doesn't it? Really.
Yeah, which reminds me, tomorrow I'm hoping if it doesn't get cancelled tomorrow, I should be getting a GUZHO, which is the Euro car livery.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I'm praying it doesn't, because I know what fucking Bournemouth's like.
Jack, are you going to React this year, by any chance?
I'm not answering that.
You can't afford another £5.
No, he needs to invest it in food.
Right, here you go. Here's what Jack was on about.
Oh, nice.
That's a really good picture there, Jack.
That's a good picture there, Jack. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crisp, that is.
yeah, I got to say,
Crispier than pizzas.
yeah, I've got to say, the new camera is suiting me to an absolute T.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Tom could say this on my behalf as well. But since I've had the new camera, I think my pictures have been a lot better since last year.
Did I say that?
To be fair, I quite liked your pictures there, Jack, though, your old ones, but this is really crisp. I really like it.
On to the next one.
Oh, that's nice.
Cool.
Yeah, A320.
What's the camera?
Canon 7D Mark II.
Okay.
Polaroid.
And the last one.
Good photos. Good photos.
Yes, this one I've got to make a special thing for. But this was actually Gail Leary's daughter, Caitlin, bless her. She was on this one, and I said to Gail I wanted to what to catch her coming into Bournemouth, and the light was for this was just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, lovely shot that.
Jack, what's in the background?
Yeah, I'll try and work that out.
That's an A340.
It is an A340. Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like it's got white engines, which might be the 500.
No, that's actually 600.
I'll shut up then. No, lovely pictures. So I need to
Thank
close the
you.
segment. So let me just very quickly close the segment before we go on to say our goodbyes. 2 seconds. So, Jack, you've got some interest in your pictures from Southwest Avgeek, who says those photos are good, Jack. I would buy a framed one for at least £10.
Oh, thank you very much.
Charge him 15. He said at least 10, so you get 15.
That 10 can come to me then, because he owes me.
So Southwest. If you want to look at the if you want to look at more of them, Jack Rolls Aviation.
On where? Flickr?
On where?
Instagram.
There you go.
Instagram. Ooh. Oh, yeah, you're young, aren't you? Yeah.
On the gram.
Ash.
Good stuff. Right. There you go. That is another Battle of the Liveries done. We are going to say our goodbyes, but not before we do some shout outs. Just very quickly, we'll run through. Lewis, over to you.
Very quickly, Tom. Sorry. When's the next one? Got to put these in the diary now. You see.
Quiz, Modelmania. 11th of February.
Yeah, should be okay. Got West Ham, but we should be back in time. That's fine.
Ah, fuck West Ham.
Arsenal match. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Cool. Right, over to you for some shout outs.
Yeah, been a tough one. Thank you to you, Tom and Ken. Heck of a pick there. Unlucky because I actually thought I wouldn't be coming back after seeing the first few of your picks there. They're really strong contenders there. So yeah, just the way the games goes, isn't it? Really, sometimes. Yeah, it's been good. Roll on to the next one. But thank you very much, and Jack, always a legend as always for
Thank you very much, mate.
with the photos and the food. But yeah, brilliant stuff.
I've been told off by Loopy for saying what I did, so sorry. He just went oi. So sorry about that. Ken, over to you for some shout outs.
Yeah. First, well done, Lewis. Brilliant. It's good fun. I think we should have gone to a replay, not penalties, but you know. Oh, let's get it all done in one night. I don't know. So blooming modern. But congratulations. And Tom, thank you for having me back on again. Really enjoyed it, mate. It was a laugh. Jack, you're a star as always.
Thank you very much, mate.
To everyone in the chat. I haven't really had a chance to sort of say hello, but obviously I know lots of you in there. Really nice to hear from your guys. Brilliant. And yeah, good luck in the future for everybody.
Good stuff. Yeah, good stuff. Jack, over to you.
Right, no problem. So obviously to Lewis, obviously an absolute legend. Keep up the amazing YouTube streams as always.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Ken, an absolute legend.
You've been drinking again, or what?
No.
Get the doctor in quick.
Hang on, I can smell Westerns.
As I said, keep doing what you're doing, Ken. Tom, obviously for everything you've done for me. So especially this year, as I'm really trying to get to 500 subs this year. That is my main goal for this year. And obviously to Caitlin and Gail Leary, that their help as usual. Welshie Kev, I know I've got to say it because
He's remembered it this time.
He is helping me for this year with the version 2 of the flight diaries. So I'm absolutely buzzing to get on with this and get it done.
Thank God for that. Right. Big thank you to Lewis and to Ken for coming on and giving us a very close battle. Very, very close. It's been a lot of fun this evening. Jack for being a great sport as always. Everyone that's been watching and supporting the channel. But not just that. Obviously, everybody for getting us to 3,000 subs, which is probably the highlight of the weekend. So thank you to everybody that's been supporting the channel. And let's see if we can get to 4,000 in our own time. There's no rush. No rush at all. Next week. Yeah. I've heard apparently you can buy followers.
I was just going to say.
I've heard it's expensive though. It's obviously not what I've done, so just going to point that out. So back tomorrow with the flight sim from, I don't know, 7:15. Here's what we're doing. It's Edinburgh to Jersey on the Neo. Coming to a MaxJet TV live stream soon. Clearly, these lights are still everything. That's coming to a MaxJet TV live stream soon. Otherwise, quiz next week. If you're interested, let me know on social media. Let me know during the week, and I'll get you on. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think there is. So I think that's it. We'll keep it nice and short and sweet. So from us, we'll say our goodbyes. So Jack, do you want to say goodbye?
Right, no problem. Thank you all so much for watching, and love to you all. Take care now.
Lewis?
Guys, hope you have a fantastic rest of the week. We'll see you probably on the next show, if not on Tom's as well. So, have a fantastic time. We'll see you later.
Ken?
Yeah, have a great week, everybody. And until next time.
That 3,000 was me.
Madeline, shush. Sorry. No,
it was me.
Yes, all right. Madeline just now claiming she was your 3,000th
I
subscriber.
was, because you announced it just after I literally done it.
Well, thank you very much.
Anytime.
Sorry. You still like Piccadilly Circus in this house. Anyway, good night, everybody. Have a great week. Just enjoy life.
It's fine. It's all good. Thank you to everyone watching. We'll see you tomorrow for the flight sim. If not, we'll see you at some point during the week. Have a wonderful Monday. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. Look after yourselves and each other. And we'll see you soon for another stream here on the Departure Lounge. Take care, everybody. Wave to the camera, people.
Bye.
Bye.